Live from the New England seacoast and sunny Mexico, it's time for Channel Reviews. Please welcome your fabulous hosts, Mr. D. Nimmin. And Daniel Batal.
Good morning, Mr. D. Nimmin. How you doing today, pal?
I am doing fantastic. I am four lattes in. I'm tripping over my words. I am ready to go.
Quart
a lot of
purple
giveaways
latte
today.
Nice. Yeah, I was just feeding
Purple
my
lattes.
duck. I make sure
I don't have a duck.
well. Yeah, you don't?
I don't have a duck.
I know a guy. Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm a little tall. Let me shrink down here. There we go. There.
I've got a cup, and by the way, we're going to be giving these cups away. The winner can choose one of these cups,
Fantastic.
or the duck.
Or the duck, or the fabulous hoodies or T-shirts, or there's all kinds of stuff we give away. Right. For anyone who hasn't been here before, what we do here is we gamify the idea of learning how to better optimize your channels. And what we do is we use the Streamyard giveaway tool, and we'll be putting a word into the chat. If you see the word, what we want you to do is just type it in once. You only need to do it once, and it doesn't improve your odds by doing it more than once, and it'll catch it. And then we'll pull someone from the chat. We're going to pull them up. We're going to take a look at their channel. And then what we're going to do is we're going to spin the wheel, and the wheel will tell us which best practice option we're going to look at. And if you have 2 out of 3 right, you'll be moving on to the final round. We will be giving away fabulous gifts from the Streamyard merch catalog. And if you get 2 out of 3 wrong, then unfortunately we move on to the next contestant.
Now, before we get into that, something really special is happening. We are 17 days away from VidSummit. If you're going to VidSummit, if you're watching the virtual replays, if you're watching it live, type in VidSummit in the chat right now, because we have a very special guest. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Danial Dee.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Wow, man.
I have to ask.
Yes, sir.
Are you guys ready for your presentation?
Wait, what? We're presenting?
Wait, what?
Now you tell us?
You can't do this to me.
What?
What?
We're psyched. We're going to be bringing fire to VidSummit. I have spoken there in the past. Dee has spoken there in the past, but we've never done it 2 of us on stage together like we kind of do that here in our live stream show. So we're really excited to be there.
Do you know why I put you guys together? Because I'm very intentional. I don't know if you know this.
Before and after hair shot?
Danial, we were
I wasn't going to go there. Leave it to Daniel that could go there, but no. But the reason why is you guys have a different point of view of how you present it, but you meld it together in a way that can really benefit the viewer. And I thought, it'd be great to have one of you on stage and we could do 2 different presentations. But the way that you go and knock it out on a specific topic is very interesting, because I think you're going to hit a broader audience because you're hitting both sides of the attendees. So that's what I was looking for, because I like the chemistry. I like it. And then 2, when you have 2 Nimmins on a stage, you're like, who's who?
It's almost a Nimmin overload.
Yeah,
it's a Nimmin overload when you have 2 of us on stage.
2 Nimmin enter, 1 Nimmin leave.
It's like right. Nimmin.
Right.
Yeah, so Daryl, I don't know if you've been here before, but we actually have gamified the idea of doing a channel review. It's very quick. It's very fast. We actually have a wheel that we pull up. We spin it. The wheel tells us what we're going to look at this channel and if they're implementing that best practice or not. And along the way, we're going to be giving away a lot more prizes today, because in addition to having all the usual merch that we give away, I think Daryl might have a couple of surprises along the way.
We got some surprises there, but so this is the wheel of the StreamYard Destiny of Hope. Is that what it is?
I love it. That's the name. This is the StreamYard giveaway tool, and all the StreamYard users have access to this tool.
I love this tool so much.
Yeah. It is streamyard.com/giveaway if you want to run your own game show here with StreamYard. So what are we giving away first? Because everybody in the audience right now, type the word in VidSummit, just like you see it on the screen, no space,
let's
and we're going to give away the first thing.
Ticket.
What?
In-person ticket.
In-person ticket?
What?
That's like only worth $1,000 or something like that.
Hold on. You're giving away an in-person $1,000 VidSummit ticket.
Well, isn't that what we're supposed to do with the Streamyard Wheel of Destiny? I
Oh
mean,
my
come on.
goodness.
I mean,
Oh my goodness.
Do you want to go small or should we go big? I mean,
Oh
come on.
my goodness.
That Daryl leaves. He comes in swinging. He's not playing around here today, folks.
Let's do that. man.
Whoa.
All right, so
Now-
how do we want to do this? Do we actually want to pull someone up if they win and actually are able to get best 2 out of 3? We'll give them the ticket. How are we doing this, Daryl? You're running the show today.
Okay, so I don't have the heart to do 2 out of 3.
Okay.
Okay.
I know it's your game show. I know there's a lot that's going on.
Just do one, right? Just
But
run one.
I want anyone that doesn't have an in-person ticket. Let's kind of maybe change the hashtag from VidSummit.
Okay.
That I just put. I need a ticket. I need a ticket. That will be the hashtag there. Because if you don't have an in-person ticket, now's your opportunity. Now, the great thing about it, for those that are coming on later, I'm so sorry. That's why you got to go right now when they start the live stream. Come on now.
I love it. Now, listen,
first
let's
come,
be
first
clear here.
serve.
VidSummit is taking place in LA, so make sure that it's something that you either live in LA or can get to LA. We're only 17 days away. This is happening fast, and there are all kinds of fantastic presenters there, including Daryl, including Mr. Beast. There's Sean Dorse is there. We're there. Nick Nimmin is there. There's all kinds of people there. It's a crazy event. We do have a link down in the description to the VidSummit website if you actually want to check out what's going on and see what the event is like and see who's speaking. But it's an insane amount of creators helping creators understand better how to do things like grow on YouTube and start driving more revenue, better strategies for reaching beyond just the platform and doing things to actually improve the creator economy and find your cornerstone in there to be able to achieve the success and hit the goals you want to hit.
So really quick, I see some people in the chat talking about reviews. We are going to get to channel reviews here in a little bit, but we're going to give away a couple of things first. Did we change the word? Is it now hashtag I need a ticket, or is it still VidSummit?
Let's do. I need a ticket because it's only the people that don't have a ticket or they can come. Because
I need a ticket.
Sure.
Let me
I
run
need a
this
ticket,
back
no
really
spaces.
quick.
Let's try this. I need a ticket.
Hashtag or no hashtag?
No, let's do.
Well,
and
I
I'm
think-
looking at what people are typing here, so I'm thinking it looks like they're typing mostly. Let's see. I need a ticket. I need a ticket. Well, which way?
There you go.
Let's do this. Type it this way. Anybody who's interested in actually attending the event and getting $1,000 ticket, type this as you see it on screen into the chat, and we'll pull someone up.
Now, here's the cool thing about the in-person pass. You've probably gone to conferences before, and each conference kind of has their own feel, but the culture of YouTube is like nothing ever. I want to talk about what
100%.
happened 4 years ago. 4 years ago, I invited this creator that I thought was going to really move and shake the industry, brought him to VidSummit. He was sitting in the audience, a couple million subscribers, so like 7 million subscribers. He went there and people would come up and talk to him or whatever, and a few people knew him. But he was like learning, and that person became my partner, Mr. Beast, and he just crossed 100 million subscribers on YouTube. But here's the thing. He has a goal to beat my record of the most play buttons in that regard, and he's well on his path. I think he has 18 so far that he has literally done, and he's one of the most smartest people when it comes to YouTube of all time. And you never know who you're going to meet. And the most important thing, the culture, what I love about it is, and this is the culture of VidSummit, is no one's above anybody else. We're all just colleagues. We're all creators just trying to help each other. And you never know who you're going to sit by. And I love it when keynotes go and speak, and then they go and ask questions in the audience. It's just awesome. So let's give away that ticket, don't you think?
Hey, Daryl, really quick. If someone cannot attend but they win, can they get a free virtual ticket instead?
No, let's do a in-person ticket, and then we'll give away a virtual ticket. How's that sound?
I mean, if they can't attend. If they can't make it, if they win, but they
Well,
can't
if they
attend.
say I need a ticket, I want them there.
Gotcha. I don't know. People just type all kinds of. We're in the Streamyard game show now. Things are different over here. All right,
Like,
Geraldo,
if
are you
don't
ready?
come, like this would be insane for you not to come. I mean,
Geraldo, you ready?
Geraldo is ready. Let's do the thing.
Let's run it. Go.
and the winner is
Daniel, we're going to need to pull your screen up as well. I don't see your screen.
Okay.
here it comes.
There we go. There we go. The
Eldro.
winner is
Eldro.
Eldro. Listen, what we're going to do is why don't you reach out to my channel manager, Megan, at danielbatal.com and send all your information along. Megan, say hi to the lovely people out there.
Hello, everyone. I just put my email in the chat for the winners.
Fantastic. So do that. For the winners, just email Megan at danielbatal.com, and we'll get all the information put together and make sure that we coordinated with Daryl so you get exactly what you've won here today.
Okay. Now, Daryl, do you want to give away something virtual, or do you want to hop in on a channel review really quick?
What would I know? A lot of people came for a channel review. Do we want to do that first, and we can give virtual as the prize?
Awesome. Yeah. So we've completely gamified this, and we pick a winner, and then a wheel spins and decides what we look at. So we don't do we don't look at everything. The wheel says channel art, or it says thumbnails, or it says playlist, something along those lines.
We'll do it.
So let me get a new word up here. Well, Daryl Leaves is going to jump in on this. This is incredible.
How often do we have powerhouse guests here? I feel like I'm underdressed. I mean, I did wear a tie, but
you got the tie. You got that little lapel pin duck.
I do. I don't know if I got the right tie though.
All right. The next thing to type in is the yard, and whoever wins this, we're going to pull your channel up, and we're going to spin the wheel to decide what we're going to look at with your channel.
So type the yard as you see it into the chat, folks.
So let me tell you, if you don't have Streamyard, you're insane. I've had Streamyard for a very long time. It is the best tool. Just to really simplify the process of live streaming everywhere. You can broadcast everywhere. I love it. Yep. And I even started to live stream on LinkedIn.
Nice.
Who live streams on LinkedIn? I guess me now. So thank you, StreamYard.
Yeah.
I mean, the yard.
The yard.
Awesome.
And StreamYard is going to be at VidSummit. We're going to be live streaming from the booth. We have a lot going on this year. It's going to be a lot of fun at VidSummit.
And StreamYard's been an amazing supporter of VidSummit. They're one of our key sponsors that are there. And I'll be honest with you, the whole team at StreamYard and the parent company are amazing. You got amazing software, amazing people.
We agree.
Love it. All right, we have 66 people who've entered the yard. 67. Geraldo, are you ready to spin it?
Let's do it.
Let's go. Geraldo's our drummer, Daryl.
That's our drummer.
Surprised it's not a guitar.
And our winner, there we go. Tara with Ruby. Right. Tara with Ruby. So let's do this. Let's pull up the channel here. Let me find it quickly. Tara with Ruby. Okay.
Tara with Ruby. Daniel's going to pull up your channel right now. Then we're going to spin the wheel, and the wheel's going to decide what we actually look at here with your channel.
Wait, I just saw Nick's face on there. He's like, who? All right, there we go.
All right, so there's Tara with Ruby. But Ruby, we're not doing anything today. We have a wheel that actually makes all the decisions for us. So let's open up that wheel and let's see what we're going to be seeing here. Here's our fabulous wheel.
The Wheel of Destiny.
What we do is we're going to spin this wheel. We're going to go best 2 out of 3. We're going to, if you hit 2 out of the 3 that we best practices that the wheel decides, we're going to be winning that prize and moving you on to the final round. You could win even more. If you fail 2 out of 3, then we're going to move on to the next contestant. So let's spin the wheel and see what we're looking at here today.
Let's go.
This is my favorite part, Daryl. I just freshly lubed
I'm just
the wheel.
like nervous for her. I don't know what it's going to be.
There we go. End screens. End screens. Daryl, can you tell the good people here in the chat and in the replay what end screens are and why they would be important to a creator who's here on YouTube?
Yeah, so the feature is a YouTube feature that they introduced to promote other videos that are in your library or also other videos that are on YouTube. And you have a way to put the video in the player itself that will take them directly to that video. It's a great way to get people to click and a great way to actually start putting your data together where people are watching different videos to watch the other video. And it really will increase the likelihood to get that to be the next up video, which is really, really important.
Fantastic. Well said. All right, so here we are in the videos tab. Let's pull up your most recent video here and let's take a peek. I'm just going to scroll right to the end and let's see if in fact you are using end screens in your strategy. And there's one right there, my friend. You have a My Deck Studio and the Dark Mirror Oracle cards. End screens are in play. Awesome. Well done. Very well.
All right.
So that's one.
Go back. I mean, if we're going to do this, we got to go back.
Here we go. Let's do it.
Let's
do it.
Go back. Hold on. Why is Roberto really coming up on tarot cards? Come on, Roberto.
Go back. Let's get one. I know they love Roberto. Everyone loves Roberto. So let's go back. What are we doing?
Okay, so let's go here. So stop right there. Okay. So one of the biggest tips, believe it or not, when you're actually doing end screens is to mention what video that you actually need to watch. I can honestly tell you what you did was best for a viewer. And I could just see because the video actually changed on this from the previous one. So based on the viewing relationship, it changed. I have found that if you do 2 videos, one that you leave for YouTube to decide, best for viewer, but one for you as a creator to decide, That's the most important thing. You're like thinking, what is the best video for them to watch next? And then that's what I would actually put in my script. That's what I put in my video. Hey, you might like this. Make it very short, like not even 5 seconds, 6 seconds of just calling it out. Say, hey, I made this very specific video if you want to know more about this. That's really, really important, because that CTA with voice and pointing actually gets more of people clicking, and that's what you want. And even if you only have, like, let's just say 6% or 5% of the people clicking that video, 5% of everybody that watches the video that clicks it, that's a really high percentage. And the algorithm says, oh, wait a minute, these two videos kind of belong to each other, because a large number of people that are watching this video are watching this next one. And so that's what I would do if it was me. If you don't do it, you're insane.
Yep.
You heard it from me, from Daryl first here, folks.
Yep.
If you don't do it, you're
insane.
I think that's a fair assessment. Hey, let's spin the wheel. That's one so far. You get one more. Not only do you win the fabulous prize that's here on the counter from Daryl, but you actually get to move on to the final round. So we'll spin the wheel, and let's take a look at what we're going to check out for best practices next.
So, Daryl, we have an eliminated button in here. It's in black. You see it spinning. So if you land on that, you automatically go out.
There we go. Optimized playlist. I'm going to throw this one to you, Dee. Can you explain to people who are here or might be watching the replay what we mean by optimized playlists?
Yeah, when we're talking about optimized playlists, we're talking about grouping your content in a way that makes it easy for customers, for people who are watching your content to binge. You are customers to binge your content, to watch one video to the next video to the next video. This is very important. And we're not just talking about uploads or popular uploads. We're talking about getting a real good title in for your playlist, getting a description for your playlist, and properly grouping your content together.
And right here on the homepage, I'm looking, I didn't have to scroll very far before I start seeing Tarot for beginners. Just starting out with Tarot. These videos are here to help you pick your first deck, do your first readings, and how to interpret some confusing cards. I think that's a super well optimized playlist.
Yep.
And it's easy to understand. You're using descriptions in it. I think that's a win, my friend, right there. I think that's I think we call that 2 out of 3.
Could I give a hyper tip?
Absolutely.
I don't know why I'm doing hyper tips on this game show, but
It's great. It's great. Do it.
Look, a lot of people like to put this as videos in a series on your channel page, and I love that. What's more tactical is to think of 2 or 3 video playlists. Like you put 2 or 3 videos in a playlist, and then at the end of the video, in your end screen, in your end card, say, hey, I put 2 videos right here for you to consume. When you put like 10 or 20 or 40 different videos that are in a playlist, I don't like to click on it, and it actually decreases the probability of somebody to click on it. And so when it's like 2 or 3, you're like, oh, I can watch 2 or 3 videos, but you don't want to have that bounce rate. And so really, really hyper tip. And then 2, one of my favorite things is to actually share the playlist link, but the video within the playlist link, because when you share it, people actually watch that video in the player of the playlist, and they see what's coming up next, and it's actually forced to show what's coming up next in that playlist. And so
that's a huge tip. Can we show people what we're talking about here? When Daryl says the share link from the playlist. Now, if you were to pull open a video on screen here, I think a lot of you know down below it, there's a share with the curved arrow. You'd click that link and you'd get this copy link to the individual watch page for that video. But what Daryl is talking about here is he's talking about when you're actually in your playlists, and let's say you open up, let's pick the whichever we're going to do here. Pick any one of these, right? Monthly deck picks. And if you can see, I clicked on the playlist. Now look at these videos here. Any of these that I click up top in the address bar, it's going to give me a link up there where I can actually right-click, copy that, and if I share it, it's going to automatically present as a video from that playlist. And when that video ends, it'll start playing the next video on that playlist.
I love it. Hey, Daryl, a strategy here for playlists. Do you recommend for somebody who's trying to build up channel momentum, they're getting going, trying to figure out how to make this happen, do you recommend positioning the videos in the playlist based on watch time, audience retention, click-through rate? How would you order those?
That's a great question. So 4 years ago, I did it completely different than how I do it now. 4 years ago, I really believed in playlists, and it did lift the channel where it is, and you actually had the ability to make it an official series playlist and stuff like that. But as of late, I just want to figure out what is the best videos for people to watch in series and what should be next. And then 2, if I've already done that with the end card strategy that I shared, then I already know what video should go next. And that's what I would do it as in a 2 or 3 video series. And that's what I would do. I do believe if you do have a low click-through rate on one of those videos that is being recommended, that's when you need to change the thumbnail and make it a little bit more appealing on that. And so that's kind of my 2 cents.
Smart.
Love it.
Smart.
Excellent.
So smart.
So Daniel, we're doing the best 2 out of 3, so she moves on.
She moves on. So where are we at now? One, we're going to add her channel into the final wheel,
Right.
but we also, where are we at there? Where are we at with the prizes that was for that month?
Let's give her choice of an in-person ticket or a virtual ticket. How's that sound?
Wow, tickets going out. So do us a favor. We're going to have Megan's going to put into the chat. Megan at Daniel Batal is my channel manager's email. What you want to do there, Tower with Ruby, is reach out to Megan, give her your information, and we'll confirm which one of those things you want. You can yell it right now in chat. Tell us which one you think is better. I got to tell you, the replays are fantastic because you can sit and consume all of the presentations at VidSummit at your leisure, and you can stop and listen and rewind it and hear it again and take notes. The replays are fantastic.
And then 2, it's great for everyone that goes to VidSummit too, because like, how do you compete when there's like 3 really good sessions and you can only go to 1 in person? So the replays are really good with that as well.
I know you've had VidSummit for the past couple of years, but I haven't been to an in-person event since the world shut down, and I can't tell you how electrified I feel knowing. I feel like I'm getting ready to do like a pilgrimage. I feel like it's my yearly pilgrimage.
Just don't stop in Mexico before you make it here.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, my girlfriend's not coming this time, so it was her passport that kept us from getting out of there. It's Nick and I this time. But yeah, it is. It's like a yearly pilgrimage, and I feel like part of me was missing by not being there, and I'm just so excited to get back there.
We're excited to have you back on stage for sure.
Yeah.
All right, listen, what did we put into the chat here? What was the word we put in there? VidSummit? Is it VidSummit?
VidSummit is next.
Okay, we got 58 people. Let's give them 1 or 2 more seconds here to type in VidSummit into the chat, and then we're going to let Geraldo hit the old timpani. Are you ready?
Okay, so it looks like Tara with Ruby is going to do a virtual pass. So let's
Virtual pass.
Yeah, that'd be
Fantastic.
great.
Awesome. All right. Got 64 entries.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Geraldo's already starting to play.
Yep.
He gets impatient with those timpani sticks.
He does.
Wait for it.
Discover.
One of the things I love with
Yes.
with this tool is when the channel comes up, sometimes you don't know what the channel's about. And I love getting a name like this. I have no idea. Daryl, do you have any idea what this channel's about? Before we click
I have
and go
no
into
idea.
it, right?
I bet we'll discover what this is.
We are going to discover. I'm always fascinated sometimes to find out what the channels are about.
My first credit card was Discover, and then I discovered I couldn't pay for it.
Oh.
Okay, here we go. This is the channel, but we're not doing anything because we have a fantastic wheel that's going to let us decide what it is we're going to look at. How quick do we want to go here, D? Do we want to go faster? Is it time for to move this thing along?
Not yet.
All right, you tell me. I'm going to take three. I'm paying attention to you. I'm letting you guys pace it today. I'll be the hairy background
Do a couple
guy.
more.
All right, let me spin.
Daryl, we move into we have a section called sudden death where we just do one and it moves really fast.
very fast.
Yeah.
And for each slice that's caught on the wheel, it is removed, so it gets scarier as this wheel gets moving along here. Clear
There we
thumbnails,
go.
clear thumbnails. Now, Daryl, could you please explain to people who are watching here and in the replay what we mean when we say clear thumbnails?
Simplicity will always get you the click. When people can really tell what's going on in the thumbnail and they glance at the title and the title reinforces that thumbnail, that will increase your probability to get some amazing click-through rates. And for all those that think that click-through rate's hard to get, it is. You got to understand who your audience is, but once you understand what resonates with them, you're definitely going to see a higher click-through rate. And so I would definitely say this channel has really good thumbnails. Like I was glancing earlier, I'm like, oh, those are pretty good thumbnails. There's certain things though, go back to the dark truth. So the red on red, it's like a little bit too much red. So I would have probably changed the eye color, how it's kind of blaring out, probably to green. So it just kind of pulls you in instead of
That
red
contrast.
on red. But seriously, these are pretty good thumbnails per se. I think it could be even a little bit more simple. But yeah, I'm curious to see what's going on there.
Yeah, great colors, very compelling, nice and easy. When text is used, those things we talk about all the time, using a nice sans serif, only using a few words when he does choose, or she chooses to use text in the thumbnails. These are things that work really well. Thinking about that, most of the time people are going to be watching more likely on mobile, desktop television too, but mobile we try to optimize so when things get shrunken down, because I'm here on desktop with a magnifying glass, easier to read, but sometimes we build thumbnails on our computer on a monitor, and then we don't realize, well, it gets shrunken down so much. It's much harder for a viewer to understand.
And could I make another point too?
Yes, absolutely.
How the NRA took over America. Like, I don't even know who that guy is. You might know who he is, but the average person doesn't know what it is. But I do know what the NRA is. So like I would have done something, whether it's just a little bit more focused to the NRA, to get people to actually click on it. Cause like, yeah, there might be a small subset of people that know who that is, but not when you blur out his eyes or whatever.
Oh,
so it just needs to be, is it
ERA?
Is it ERA?
ERA.
It says
NRA.
NRA.
Wait, where am I looking at?
You're
the
very
very
first
first
video.
You're in Thailand.
You don't have the NRA.
I was looking at the next thumbnail over.
No. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. But anyways,
you were
that's what I'm
looking
saying.
here.
Yeah.
National Rifle Association, D.
I always try to figure out
one
how do
video
you
over.
actually get it more broad appeal. And so the dark truth will pull people in, and even the color combinations there, and they'll probably glance at the title, but like, what can you do a little bit more, for that? So whether it's a pile of guns or something, and it says the dark truth, you might want to lean to that. Now, that being said, I have 56, guns and handguns and rifles. So,
don't argue with Daryl is what he's saying now.
I do it for recreation. It's fun. So
Daryl, I know you geek out on data, and I know you have access to an unbelievable amount of data through the channels of your own and the channels you work with. In terms of thumbnail strategy, the big question here, faces, no faces.
It depends. Depends on the type of content that we're looking at. But I would say if there is a personality, if there's a personality in front of the camera that you see on camera, then yes, faces. If it's just more like VO and stuff like that, using celebrity faces or faces of people that are going to be in the video can be more relevant for that. But it really depends on the direction. But one of the things that we could do is there's a tool in analytics in the advanced mode that you can group things together. What I would do is just look at your channel and see all the thumbnails that have faces on it versus the other that don't, and maybe your channel and your audience responds better to one or the other. So data doesn't lie. I would just start looking at it. But as a human and doing a lot of analytical data and what I see, you have a higher probability for the people to connect to your thumbnail if there's actually a human face on it. That's just the way it is. So,
nice.
Excellent.
All right. Well, listen, this is what we're going to do. That's one hit right off the bat. Yep. Daryl likes your thumbnails, and I got to be telling you the truth here. Like, Daryl doesn't like everybody's thumbnails, so you did well. When Daryl tells you you got good thumbnails, that means something.
It's good. It's good. Yeah, it's simple. Yeah.
But let's spin the wheel. Let's see what else we're going to look at next. All right. It's moving really well. I put extra grease on it today.
We got past that, eliminated. That's good.
That's scary.
This makes me so nervous when it comes around.
Here's what we got here. Daryl, we'll let you run with this one. We've explained this a million times to people, but could you give your impression of what we mean when we talk about having a clear value proposition for a channel on YouTube?
Yeah, so when someone's watching YouTube, they're watching it for a couple reasons. They either want to be educated, they want to maybe be entertained, or inspired. So you have those three different things. And sometimes you blend a little bit of everything. But at the end of the day, as a content creator or a brand or a business, you need to figure out what your value proposition for each video. You got to figure out what is the value, what are you trying to get across to the viewer? And you need to be able to package it in a way that you don't get distracted. And there's so many people that create a value proposition, but then they take a left turn or a right turn. And that's where it can get really, really interesting, because that's when they actually see less retention of when it happens. So like if their value proposition is in the title and thumbnail and it's fulfilled and on that promise within the first 10 seconds of the hook, and the content is that, then you'll actually have a higher likelihood of people finishing the video than going midstream and says, oh, they just got derailed, and they click off. Or the value propositions at the end of the video, because like they're never going to get to minute marker 8 minutes 32 seconds. They needed at the beginning. You got to fulfill on that promise and really build upon this. And this type of channel that you're able to do that, especially because I view yours as more of an essay driven channel. Those are my favorite channels on YouTube. Probably the best channel of all time. And he's also a speaker at VidSummit, is Windover Productions. Love that channel. It's one of my favorite because I'm able to get these essays that are 20, 30 minutes and teach me something I didn't know. But he does it in a very organized way that I like to consume. So.
All right, so from the outside looking in here, we're not going to be pulling up an actual video and walking through it, but from the outside looking in here, when you look at this channel art, you see money, power, politics, and you see some of the featured content he's using, and then some of the thumbnails and some of the titles along the way. Would you say that it's clear what the value of the videos and the channel might be to a potential target audience member looking at this granularly from the outside as much as we can?
Yeah, I definitely would say that from the videos. Could you just go to the video tab real quick? It's just easier than and just start scrolling down. There's some titling like how America failed farming. Like if it's about power and corruption of power with money, I would probably how America failed farming and making it bankrupt. Is a very key thing, because then that way it's bringing the financial aspect into it as well. But yeah, I think this is very on par with the content strategy on Netflix.
You heard it here first. That is 2 hits, my friend, and that means you're going to be moving on to the final round. Daryl, do we have anything? We got anything you want to add to the pot here? But as we move them on to the final round, will there be?
Well, why don't we give them a virtual pass to the to VidSummit and also the YouTube formula?
Book and pass. Wow. Oh my gosh, people, this is big. You don't know the value that you're going to get. This book, this is one of my, when this came out, I immediately got it. Daryl's book is really fantastic at describing a very linear course of understanding YouTube, not just specifically by the sort of best practices, but really sort of the psychography of the target audience you're trying to reach and understanding what it means to make content that actually connects with real human beings out there. So this, well worth a read. Well worth a read. We'll put links down to the to this book in the description too afterwards.
Great.
All
so
right,
virtual pass and a book.
Man,
awesome.
Megan, you taking all these notes over there? We got all kinds of winners. She says thumbs up. She's got it.
All right.
Midnight Madness 4x4 says the only book I've ever pre-ordered in my life.
He gave 1 thumbs up. I'll give him 2.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
It's so good. It's so good. So I ordered my first copy from Amazon while I was in Mexico, and it got lost somewhere along the way. I had to order a second copy, and I actually took that on the carry-on in the plane. Our luggage was just so full going on the plane, and we were overweight too, way overweight. And some of the
wait a minute, you talking about the luggage or you personally? Because that food in Mexico,
right? Pandemic pounds. And some of our stuff was overweight, and my girlfriend was like, "You can get rid of that book." And I said, "I can get rid of you before I get rid of this book."
Wow. I don't know if I'd go that far.
Of course I was kidding. Of course I was kidding.
I hope so.
The next thing you know, he woke up in the hospital, and he couldn't remember his last statement.
It was a long trip home. She didn't take the joke. She didn't take the joke very well. I was kidding, obviously. All right. Those of you have typed in the word thumbnails already. We have 83 entries. Geraldo, are you ready?
Let's go.
Let's go. It's a great book, by the way.
Great book.
Yeah. No, Robin, I did not say no. No.
K skis. That's what I'm going to guess.
K skis. There you go.
K skis. Okay. K.
Clever skiing channel, maybe?
Maybe. K skis. I'm guessing. Let me see. I think I found it over here. Let me pull that channel up. And this does indeed look like the K skis. Okay. What do we say? What was the comment? I missed it. I'm missing all the fun stuff.
Oh.
All right. K skis. So let's do this. Let's pull up the wheel and let's see what we're going to look at here. The wheel, and we'll give that a spin. Man, Geraldo's on point today. He's not thrown off by Daryl being here at all, and usually he gets a little nervous.
Got past that eliminated. That's good.
There we go. Cards. Daryl, can you explain to people what cards are as a feature on YouTube and why people might want to consider using them if they find them effective?
Yeah, so cards are a feature that you're able to feature videos or also a product. If you actually have products on Shopify or whatever, or any of the outlets that YouTube actually authorizes. And it gives you the ability to cause attention to that video or product in the video. Now, the cool thing, and I want everyone to understand, is if you actually understand how to use cards, it could be one of the biggest ways to get people to become an active viewer. And one of the biggest mistakes that people make is put cards way in the beginning and have them bounce off the video too early. And so I generally like to have my cards at the last 2/3 of the video, and then really look at what's a logical video for them to watch next. And then generally the first card is actually one of the end cards that I actually do as well, because I want to give them a double opportunity to go. But one big mistake that I used to do, and it used to work really well until YouTube was able to really consume and they have some other metrics, was I try to figure out where the bounce point is to put a card there. Well, all you do is exacerbate the bounce rate, and so I always like to give it as close as you can to the end of the video, to the people that are actually the most engaged and the most active. So,
are you saying that you stopped putting a card where people were leaving?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, really?
It actually causes more people to leave. And I don't want that.
Really?
I don't care if they're watching another video of mine. I
Interesting.
want to really, I'd take the YouTube editor and edit out that part if it was that bad.
Interesting.
Or for
I do
something,
that sometimes, and I'm going to stop doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the things we've talked about before, Daryl, is the idea that, even YouTube says by, their recommendations is put that somewhere 80% or more through the video. And we always talk about the idea being that you're sort of pre-qualifying your viewer, right? Someone who's not going to watch your entire video and bails at 1 or 2 minutes into a 6-minute video probably isn't going to click on a card anyway, because they're not even satisfied with what they're watching now. So better to put that near the end where people who are actually enjoying the content are more likely to click, and you'll start seeing that you can get 25, 30% CTR on your cards really easily just by drop or higher if you just put them in the right place for the people who actually would want to click them.
I usually, with channels that have good retention, sometimes 82, 83% retention, I usually do it like 5 seconds before the end cards. So it's like you give enough time. It's like just a double whammy on it. And I just don't like people to click off until I want them to click off. I'd rather have a higher retention and then, use that end card as much as possible. So.
Super smart. So that's one win. We've got one hit so far. Best 2 out of 3. Let's pull the wheel back up and let the wheel decide which best practice we're going to be looking at next right here. That timpani I tuned myself this morning. I gave him a hand. I want to make sure it sounded good for Daryl.
Oh.
Optimized title. Dee, I'm going to throw this one to you, my friend. What do we mean when we talk about optimized title? Because sometimes that can be a little unclear.
Yeah, optimized title is a title that you have for your video. Like if you have something like vlog number 3, that speaks to no one. An optimized title is a title that's crafted particularly for your target audience. It should be something that either asks a question or it's compelling, it gets curiosity, or it could be optimized for search. But you want something that speaks directly to your target audience so they understand what your video is. And I would love for Daryl to add something to that because I'm sure he has some knowledge.
Yeah. One of the things that I look for optimized title is how quickly can I consume it without having to read it, at a glance. Right now, a lot of your titles are past 55 characters because we see the ... after that. And even though that you have what they call a bar, that's another indicator that say it wouldn't be optimized because you're trying to optimize for keywords because, like click on that one. I mean, there's a bar on it. And I want to see what it says after that. So you're trying to add other keywords after that. And that, to me, you're more optimizing for a search engine than you are optimizing for humans. And I'm here to tell you, as soon as 2013 came about on YouTube, it's all about viewers. It's not about search engines. It's all about the viewers. That's all the algorithm looks at is the viewer, what the viewer does. And when you stuff, this is what they call a stuffed title. Like you're losing. You could literally, like where you have it right now, you could take that same keyword and put it in your first paragraph, and I would say paragraph of your description. And when you do that, that gives the same weight as actually having it in your title, because YouTube is still trying to figure out where it's going to go. And so having it there it makes more sense. Or it could be episode 3. I don't like to put episode 3, episode 4, episode 5, just because I want every video that a new viewer can come in and absorb and not feel like they have to catch up. So I like to lead more with title variations, even though it's similar type of content. So I would say that you need some help on your titles. I think some of them are fine. But once again, I think you're trying to stuff it with keywords, and maybe it's just taking out that pipe in your title, and then just saying, "We are living lies with Dragon Raha." I mean, you could probably do that. Could make sense, but that's what I would be doing for sure. And then 2, please simplify your thumbnails. I'm very confused of what's going on. And if I'm confused, then the viewer's confused too. You want to make it simple to understand, simple to click. And when they look at a title, look at a thumbnail, that title better be reinforcing that thumbnail. And so go look at some other big gamers. They really, really do simplify the title, but they also simplify the thumbnail, because it works. It works with people. Like at a glance, I don't have to read a dictionary to understand what's going on in a video. I can see at a glance, ooh, that seems, I'm curious to see what's going on there. That's what I would do.
Got it. Unfortunately, that one is going to be a strike, but that's 1 and 1. You have best 2 out of 3. So we're going to pull the wheel up again. Great advice. Thank you so much for that, Daryl. I think sometimes people forget that, we all know that YouTube is a search engine. We know it's the second largest search engine in the world, owned by the largest search engine in the world. But what people forget is the vast majority of views every single day on YouTube don't come from search. They come from recommendation. So when you start understanding the people that you're making content for and start optimizing for the viewer, like Daryl just said there, it makes it a lot easier for those people to connect and click on something and watch it, even though they were never looking for it or searching for it. That's the big X. Let's spin the wheel and see what we're going to look at next.
Respin. Go.
Oh.
Yeah, there we go.
Featured link in the description. Let me throw this one to you, Daryl. What do you think about links in the description?
They're really a great way to have people go deeper. If anyone is going to click on the description and go deeper, they're the most engaged viewers that you actually have. And so people are like very curious. I like to put links in the description. However, it's about positioning too. And I think a lot of creators put one video that they actually really like as that link in the description above the fold. And I don't think that's a really good idea, because if you have all the people going to the same video, then YouTube's not really getting data that corresponds together on videos of the same nature. And so I'm very, very, very pro links in the description. I do like having a variety of links between 4 and 5. I don't like to have any more than that. I think if you do more than that, YouTube's going to view you as spamming. And then 2, when I come on as a viewer, because I always put everything through the lens of a viewer, if I click on it, then I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so overly overwhelmed. I can't click on all those. What am I going to choose from? So if it's just less is more, that's what I would do.
Well, here's an interesting thing. We have right here, check out this playlist, you Doofenshmirtz. I guess that's an insult, maybe. Yep. I don't know if I should be offended or that was praise. And then it's got a bunch of different playlists here, and then some social media links. This one's kind of on the line for me, because typically when we do talk about using links in your description and a featured link, is the idea if you do put too many links, it can get confusing if they're not separated in a way that people can understand them. One thing we do here on the game show, Daryl, is if it's sort of on the line, we throw it to the chat, to the lions as we call them, and we let them decide if they think that this is well done. Could we just
give them a ticket to VidSummit, because let's give them a virtual pass.
Virtual pass.
Let's just help him out.
All right.
I don't want to throw him to the wolves.
That's just
let's just help him out.
That's just a win. There's no wolves today. All right, take the lions away. The lions are going to be very hungry by the end of this battle.
So what I got to actually jump on another meeting, but feel free to give away, let's say 7 books if you want to.
Awesome.
Just make sure Megan does her
Her
mastery, her magic. And then 2, why don't you go ahead and give away another 7, virtual passes.
Wow.
And for me, it's all about, well, let's give away an in-person pass too. Cause like StreamYard, like we couldn't do VidSummit without StreamYard. We just couldn't.
That's awesome.
StreamYard is a key partner of ours. And I love the technology. I love what they're doing. And for me, I love how they're investing in VidSummit because it's not cheap to be a sponsor. It's not. But they make it possible for us to do it because putting on events, believe it or not, is expensive. Just the audio visual alone this year is well over 6 figures.
Wow.
It's just crazy. It's just like literally just to get the stage and the production stuff like that. It's just crazy. It's just really, really expensive. And so StreamYard's made it possible for VidSummit. So let's go ahead. Let's do 7 replays for sure. And then let's do another in-person pass brought to you by StreamYard.
Awesome.
StreamYard's making this possible. And I do appreciate the company. And then also the team over there. The team's amazing.
Awesome.
So,
Amazing. Daryl, will there be a VidSummit live stream this year?
there will not.
There will not be.
I will not do another live stream. And I'm going to tell you why. It's not that I don't love live streams. There's just a lot going on at the event. And to give that the need, what we want, we thought we could just do a better job at turning around the sessions in 48 hours. So like the replays will be available in 48 hours. And I do apologize for those that want that experience. But in the same sense, I would rather make sure the event happens and not have to worry about the live stream because we can just hit the record button and get it edited. So that's what we have, but we have replays. So,
and we will be live streaming right from the StreamYard booth with the influencer team on StreamYard, myself, Mr. D. Nimmin, Mr. Nick Nimmin, Mr. Roberto Blake. So you will get some of the experiences from the people who will be there kind of wandering around. It's going to be great. Maybe we can get you to join us for a minute when we do that, Daryl.
Okay, I got to go, but thanks, guys.
Thank you so much for dropping in and all the great gifts. We appreciate that, Daryl.
Right. See you soon. See you soon.
Man.
Wow.
That guy, just like, gotta love him. Gotta love him. So great. So great. So listen, we're going to get moving pretty. I know, I just walked in. Do you know those VidSummit tickets? They are $1,000 a piece. And that VidSummit is by far my favorite event because it's got a limited cap. It's not, tens of thousands of people. It's usually like, I think the last time we were there, it was like a 1,500 ticket event, really, really niche. You're wandering the halls. You're just walking right by Mr. Beast. You're walking by Peter McKinnon and you're watching him right on stage. It's not a fan-based event. It's really an event for creators, and it's all about getting your learn on at a very high level. And it's my favorite conference to go to. So I can't even believe that the graciousness of Daryl coming on and then offering all these wonderful things. So we'll be giving more of that away right here.
All right. You see it on the screen right now. Type in the word cards. And for those of you joining us, this is all randomized. The StreamYard giveaway tool chooses the winner. We have a wheel that spins to decide what we look at on your channel. We already have 91 people who have entered the word cards. Geraldo, are you ready?
Geraldo is ready.
Let's go. Who's up next? We're going to be moving a little bit faster now.
Yes, we are. The winner is Edwin. Okay, quickly, let me get K Skis into the final winner's wheel.
All right, sure Edwin, you're up.
Edwin, and I will
Daniel's going to pull up your channel. Edwin, I'm going to guess that Edwin's a gaming channel. That's going to be my guess based on the
your best guess?
Okay, that's my best guess. We'll see, though.
Pull up the wheel of practices, and let me find Edwin. Maybe it's Edwin McCain? I used to love him.
Just Edwin.
Fantastic. Oh, just Edwin. Okay.
Let
me see over
finding
here.
it.
Yeah,
search
so
by channel.
Let me go by channel.
Edwin, let's go. Let's go, Edwin.
Edwin where's this avatar again? I think he kind of had a shaved head.
No.
I'm looking.
It was like a character. I don't see it.
Not seeing it. Edwin.
Where you at, Edwin?
I'm scrolling.
So this is while Daniel looks for this is a perfect example. When you're thinking about a name, think about a name that might be unique or easy to find. If we were to share your name verbally with somebody, or you're on a podcast and you're trying to tell someone, and they say, hey, thanks for joining the podcast. Tell everybody where to find you. And you say, my name is Edwin. You can find me on YouTube. And then what's going to happen is exactly what you see happening right now with Daniel. People are going to struggle to find your channel.
Okay, so I'm reading his comment in the chat. It says, I thought it was just for the book. Sorry, everyone. Let me see. Where are we at with him? I want to make sure that I missed something in the chat.
Edwin says to please re-roll.
Oh,
okay.
Please re-roll. Okay, Doug did put his link in there, but if you'd like us to re-roll. But let's do
Well,
this,
you know what?
Edwin.
Give
He
him a
said,
book.
why
Give
don't
him
you
a
get the
book,
book?
Edwin,
Ed?
you
You
get a
wanted the
book.
book? You got a book, pal. You won. We
That's
pulled
right.
you up. So we're going to hand you, what we're going to do is, Megan is here in the chat. You say hi to everybody, Megan.
Hello, everyone.
So what she's going to do is she's going to drop the email. She's my channel manager. Megan at danielbatal.com. Edwin, I want you to grab that email, and I want you to reach out to her, and we will connect you and get you that book sent out to you, courtesy
right.
of our good friend, Darrell Leaves.
Yep, you got it. Congratulations on winning the book.
So you want to just respin? Can we respin? Or we got to put a new word in?
It says draw again. Now there's
Let's draw
107
again.
entries. You ready?
Let's do it. Yep.
Let's go.
Man, this game is just crazy
Congratulations,
today. I can't believe all the things we're giving away.
A lot going on.
A lot going on. We got I'm going to say the Atlanta Flippers, the ATL Flippers. Let me see if I can find them.
Yep.
That's my favorite basketball team, the Atlanta Flippers. They're fantastic. They've had a great season.
Is that the name of their bat? No, that's not
No,
the
it isn't.
basketball team. No.
Sorry.
They're
I'm assuming
flipping
that
products. What are you
flip-
talking about?
They probably flip houses, I'm probably guessing. We will see. Here's the channel. But I'm not going to look at anything because we have a wheel that decides what we're going to look at. So let me quickly pull up the wheel, which has been slowly sliced down with the amount of options here, and spin it and see what we're going to look at.
Hey, what's the green one that you added? The green face. What's that?
That is free merch. So if anyone lands on free merch, they can have their choice of, anything from the Streamyard catalog, or they can also, there's that free spin. Add that to the chart, Megan. Or they can pick off, they'd like to get Darrell's book. We'll have them the option of picking any merch, Darrell's merch or Streamyard merch. So right now we're going to add that free spin, and we're going to spin again. Man, we are just moving the I can't believe how many things we've given away so far.
Yeah.
It looks like chapters. Dee, can you quickly tell people what we mean by chapters when we're talking about YouTube features?
Yeah, when we're talking about chapters, we're talking about, I think a lot of people call them timestamps. It's where you can click to different points of the video, and in the description, it's going to be broken down by the time based on where certain points of the video are at. Now, YouTube does do some auto chaptering sometimes, but you can also manually chapter as well and really dial in the different points of the video that could be important to the viewer. Now, not every video makes sense to chapter. Not all live streams make sense to chapter, but if it does make sense, if you're going from one thing to another thing, that's where chapters really come in handy to make it better for the viewer to find the content that they're looking for. This is all about viewer satisfaction.
Right.
And it looks like you're doing...
yeah, I'm looking here. It's a reseller, so it's flipping stuff. So they're flipping their merchandise. And I thought this is the highlights video, FlipCon reseller highlights. I thought that might be a good one that might want to be chaptered by the separate highlights. I didn't see it. Let me try something else.
I'm on the fence on this.
Let me see. I'm trying to find a longer video. This tool is making more money online. That's a 24-minute video. I kind of feel like somewhere in here, this would be really well optimized to break down. I'm not seeing any chapters here. I'm going to give one more shot, Dee, see if I can find a longer video that would make a lot of sense to be chaptered. Let me see, 9 minutes, 12 minutes. You won't believe what I bought off his feet, maybe? Trying to steal.
Man, I'm on the fence on it if they would need chapters or not. Why don't we throw this one to the crowd? Let's throw this one to the line.
Do you think, let's ask a question we've never asked. Do you think that this content, specifically as you see it, which is about someone buying stuff and reselling it, needs chapters in any of these videos? You will decide whether or not this channel gets a strike or a hit.
Give it a thumbs up or thumbs down if you think this channel needs chapters based on the content that you see, or not. Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Thumbs up would be yes chapters. Thumbs down would be no chapters.
Kind of rolling through some of the videos here. So that
We're getting a lot of no's.
Nope, no, yes, no, thumbs up, thumbs down. Wow, I'm kind of 50-50. It's really split down the middle. Some of them could, some of them couldn't. Cha-ching, pulling my shipping magazine. Can this thrift store pay for our vacation? Let's see. Pulling a bunch of items and then trying to resell individual items.
My gut instinct on this, I have a lot of flippers and people doing reselling as channel members, and a lot of that stuff would be tough to chapter. Okay. So while I think they could have some videos that would benefit from chaptering, as a whole, I think we should give them a pass on this one.
All right. Well, we're gonna call that a hit then, because we're gonna say selectively that they made the right choice. But anyone out there thinking about it, any video that could help, you got to remember that chapters do show up in places like search on mobile. They're really pushing that now, and they can show up as key moments in different places, and they can really help people engage in content that might have felt too long to digest on its own. So, definitely think about if they can make sense for your content in implementing. But we're going to give you a hit because the Lions were split, and Dee made the final choice.
Yeah, some content is tough.
It is. I hear you. Well, let's spin it and see what we're going to look at next. We'll call that a hit. Do we also have a free spin on this channel too? Right? Correct.
Yes.
Boy, it would suck if they got eliminated, but then they get a free spin. Man, the chat, we have not talked to them much, but here it is, ladies and gentlemen. You guys get to decide what we're going to look at next. Chat's choice. So you guys tell us what you think. You can look at the wheel. What we have left here is free merch, pinned comments, featured content, clear channel name. I guess you could choose eliminated, but they have a free spin. We have it advance. If you want to advance them, do that. Anything left, just pick it. It's up to you guys.
Yeah, while we're waiting for you guys to go ahead and type in what you think here, I saw somebody ask if chapters can hurt. Here's the thing about chapters to think about. Chapters is all about the viewer experience. If you make it easier for the viewer to find the content that they're looking for, it's going to increase the likelihood that they're going to watch more of their content if they like you. So in terms of will it hurt, think in terms of viewer satisfaction. Will the viewer be more satisfied to quickly find the content that they came for? That's the question to ask.
It is a great question, too. I think sometimes people say, but you want them to watch your whole video. Sometimes not having chapters makes them decide, I'm not watching this whole thing. I wanted to find this one piece of information, but I have to watch 24 minutes to learn that thing. I'm not going to scroll through. But chapters will actually get them into it. And a lot of places like, depending on the content, something like a cooking channel that can absolutely have steps to the recipe, that can be really important. Like the people know, I want to get to the point, like they may have not want to sat through the whole video, or they know the beginning steps, or they can come back to it later. Super, super important and helpful to reach the broadest target audience, because it does come down to viewer behavior. So anything that gets them clicking and moving through your content can help your channel.
Man,
so we've got a bunch of it.
We've got a bunch of advances.
We do?
We do. That means
I think that's an advance.
a lot of advances.
We'll put them into the final wheel spin. Do we want to, we have some other merch. We're keeping count. Shall we give something away along the way? We have books. We have 7 replay.
Let's give them a book and a virtual pass to VidSummit.
Wow, that's fantastic. So the virtual pass, that'll be the replay patch. You can watch it in the replay, and we'll send you out the book. So what you want to do is Megan's going to drop she's my channel manager. She's going to drop her email in the chat. Megan, Megan, at Daniel Batal. Can't say my last name. And what you want to do is reach out to her and let her know who you are, and we'll make sure you get connected for everything that we've given away here in the game show today. Let me make sure I get his name into the final. So
now, while you're looking for that, it is time to speed this up. Now, when we speed this up, it's going to start moving really fast. That means we are going to mow through more channels, but in order to do that, we need to move into what's called
sudden death.
Sudden death. You get one shot, one spin, one shot. You're either going to game over or you're going to advance. Everything moves a lot faster now with sudden death.
I thought you were going to break into a Eminem song there. You only got one shot, your chance to... What? How's it go? I didn't know where we were going.
So what are we going to type in here? Yeah, we're going to do some... the next word to type in, speaking of Eminem, it's going to be one shot. You only got one shot. Type in the word one shot right now into the chat. That's right, sudden death. Wheel spins. We're going to repopulate the wheel with all the choices, and you get one shot. And this is going to move really fast.
Really fast.
Really fast.
So are we resetting the wheel again here? Is that what we're doing?
Yep. Wheel gets reset. You got it.
Reset that wheel and make sure that is done so that we have all
That's
of our
right. And
slices.
after you've typed in the word one shot, give this a thumbs up. Go down and give this a thumbs up. It lets us know that you're having a good time. You're learning something. You're excited. Maybe you won something. Whatever the case, give us a thumbs up if you liked the show.
And I'm going to be really pushy. I'm going to be an asshole today. For anyone who's here, who's new or loves what we're doing, hit the subscribe button, because there's a lot of great content here on the Streamyard channel. That way you'll be notified when we do this again, and you can learn more about how to use live streaming to help grow your channel and actually get tips across the whole spectrum of how to better grow your channel on YouTube, because the content they have here on the Streamyard channel is really fantastic. It's just great for helping creators do their thing.
All right, let's go. So we have 109 entries. Are you ready?
Let's do it. Let's go.
Let's go. 110. Who's up next?
Say, I'm not a cat. I'm trying to read the names as they go by really fast. That was great. I'm not a cat. Don't call me a cat. The winner is Mr. Michael Andrews. Mr. Michael Andrews, let's pull you up and let's see what you got going on there, Mr. Michael Andrews.
I love it. Let me know when you have them. Doggy Trader says, I'm a current subscriber to the channel, but I'm new to the show. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Yeah. This is a really fun show. We love doing it. We do this the second Saturday of every month here on the Streamyard channel. The second Saturday of every month.
Ton of fun. And here we go. Speaking of fun, entertainment, and learning, here's Mr. Michael Andrews. Even says it's fun right up there in the channel art. But I'm not going to look at anything. I'm going to let the wheel decide what it is we're looking at. So let's spin that and find out what we're looking at. Sudden death.
Dr. Melanie is new here as well. Welcome.
Welcome.
Nice to see
Great
you,
to have
Melanie.
you here.
Yep.
Looks like it is end screen. So let's pull up that channel and see if Mr. Michael Andrews is in fact using end screens that Daryl talked about earlier in his video content. So let me see. Let's see. Jeffy, wake up. Let's try this one. I'm going to go here. This one has 3,200 views, and it's fairly recent. I'm going to go to the end, and there are end screens. There are in fact end screens.
All right. That means, where is it at here?
Advance.
Right,
now, do you want to give? We have so many wonderful prizes. Would you like to give away something?
You decide.
I think, you know what? I love the book. I hope Megan's keeping comp. But why don't we send off? If you do not have a copy of Daryl's book, the YouTube formula, why don't we send you off? Make sure you contact either way Megan at danielbatal.com. We'll make sure we put that in the chat, and you can reach out to Megan, and we'll make sure we get you hooked up with a book, Mr. Michael Andrews. Great to have you here playing along.
Yeah, Daryl's book is fantastic.
So
Absolutely
good.
Fantastic.
So good. You know, it's funny. I totally agree that sometimes, you know, I'm not always a book guy. You know, I'm like, man, you know, sitting and reading, you know, sometimes hard for me. But that book is really, really fantastic and helpful. I think it's one of the best books on learning how to better understand YouTube and how it works and how to grow on the platform. Yeah, totally fantastic. Totally fantastic.
Absolutely.
Okay, we writing end screens. Everybody put that word as you see it spelled on the screen, end screens. Put it into the chat so we can spin the wheel. We'll give you another second here. Moving so fast. I'm not used to this pace. I mean, we usually go fast.
I love it.
But
let's go. Geraldo, you ready?
Let's do it.
Let's go. We're moving faster. Everything's speeding up. Who's it going to be?
We saw the Star Wars obsession. It's Maya. This is not Maya's first time here. Maya is fantastic. We've looked at her channel before. I got to tell you, it's going to be hard for her to lose on anything because we've seen her channel and she's just really does a great job of optimizing really well. High performing channel, really smart. It's Maya. Let me see.
The Star Wars obsession says he said my name.
He said my name. Say my name. Whoop, I can't sing. I might get demonetized. Okay, so here's the channel. Let's do the one thing right here off the bat. Let's just spin the wheel and see what we're going to look at here today.
Yep.
Whoop, well, I got to kind of make sure you can see the wheel as I'm spinning it. I think I can show it, can I? There it is. Slow spin. We're going to look at cards today, Maya. Maya, this is something that Daryl talked about, really, really important. It's one of those things that you can use to funnel the viewers. I think you've heard us talk about this. You've been here before. You know how important they can be to push a viewer in a particular direction. Daryl gave some great tips about how to use them, where to use them, why they're important. So let's pull up your 185,000 viewed 3 weeks ago, 2,000 plus back-to-school clothing all try on. Oh, Maya. Oh, Maya. I'm not seeing
my
one
goodness.
up there. Oh, Maya, goodness. Oh my
goodness.
Give her. Goodness.
Grab one more video. Grab one more video.
Maybe it just maybe this was a bad video. Bad choice. Maybe she went, hey, listen, I was planning on using them. I just didn't use them in that video. Let me go.
Grab a longer video.
A longer video. That's 35 minutes. It's 3 weeks ago. It's almost 400,000 views. Still not seeing anything up there. Man, Maya.
Game over.
You know what? I want to do something here, though. I'm going to break all the rules because I'm allowed to do that. Why don't we give Maya is one of those people who's had a lot of success, even though some of the best practices, she's choosing not to use them, even though Daryl told you should. Maybe what I think Maya would do really well with is a virtual pass to VidSummit where she could actually, when she's at this level, I think she's someone who could really learn a lot from all the different people who are going to be presenting there. And I think it'd be great at her leisure to sit and learn a little bit more about the things that she's not doing so she could take this channel even to a higher level than it is now. So why don't we give her a virtual pass? Is that cool?
I'm in.
Cool. Let's do it. Megan, put our friend Maya down there. Maya, do me a favor. Megan will put the link to her email in the chat. It's Megan, MEGAN, at danielbatal.com. Reach out and we'll get you hooked up with that virtual pass so you can watch the VidSummit replays at your leisure and learn all kinds of stuff from some of the biggest creators on the platform. I think you'll really like it.
Yeah, especially at your size right now. Like you obviously know what you're doing. There's some tweaks that you need to do, though, to understand things at a deeper level to really catapult your channel to the next level.
Yeah, you could I mean, I love seeing people that are this successful and still have little things that they're missing, which means there's probably some deeper stuff that she could probably really double down on and go, I never thought of it that way, and explode this channel even more. And I'd love to see anyone who's doing really well be able to kick it into fifth gear and really start producing, you know? I love it. I love it. So there you go, Maya. Everybody type VidSummit 2022 into the chat. We've got 87 entries in there. We'll give you another second to pull that together. Make sure you put that in there. We're giving away tons of great stuff today. Whenever you're ready, D.
I'm ready. Let's go. Geraldo's on point today.
He's very good. His drums are fantastic.
On time, man.
I think he knew better than to not be on point when
he brought it. He brought his A game today.
Good.
Tech World. Tech World, congratulations. The funny thing about this, Tech World has been crappy in the chat all day. Oh, he even said one time, I'm wasting my time. Really? So upset that he wasn't winning. And guess what? Oh. He won.
Look at that.
He won. Just to show you that you never know who's going to be a winner here. You got to have a better attitude about this, my friend.
You know, listen, it's all chance and luck and spinning wheels, and you know, if you don't play, you can't win. That's how we play around here. So listen, what we're going to do, Mr. Tech World, with your pouty face and your bad attitude, is I'm going to spin here this wheel with my good friend Geraldo playing drums in the background, and he's going to tell us what to look at your channel, and hopefully you've done that thing in all the time instead of complaining. We hope that you actually enacted some of these best practices. So let's spin and see what we got going on here, my friend. Tech World, like the channel name. I know what it is.
Yeah.
Thanks God. Yeah, well, you could thank us.
Well, it's not over yet. You're up.
I know. You're up. Let's see what's going on here. So we have clear thumbnails, and we explained. Daryl really did a great job of explaining what clear thumbnails are. So let's not only, well, he was in the chat complaining, so I think it only makes sense that we throw it to the chat to decide whether or not these thumbnails are clear. Throw it to the Lions.
Let's throw it. Thumbs up, the thumbnails are clear. Thumbs down, they're not clear. I'm going to tell you what I think after... Thumbs up if you like them.
Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Go to the chat. I like the simplicity of them. Man, that atomic one, that atomic explosion there, really gets my attention.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I don't want to influence in any way, but I would say at least a lot of the things that Daryl talked about, the basics of that are here. I think that, you know, whether or not they're the perfect image, that's why we have the thumbnail testing to see if we can improve them. But simplicity and being straightforward is, there's a lot of good things. What are we seeing? I'm seeing thumbs up, and thumbs down, thumbs down, thumbs down. There's a lot of thumbs downs going on, but there's a lot of, I've seen, I'm going back and forth, half and half. Thumbs up.
I'm giving it my thumbs up too.
Boy, I'm going to do the same thing, my friend. I think that is a win. I think that these are really good thumbnails. I think there's always room to improve, and think about some of the things that Daryl talked about, it being really clear and helping the viewer to understand at a glance. But in terms of simplicity and clear and understanding what's going on, I get it when I see the Tesla failed digging underneath Miami. Nicely done.
Advance.
What are they going to get?
Why don't we do this? We're going to move you into the final round, but this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to say,
oh my God.
We're going to, what?
Not my channel.
That wasn't your channel?
Oh my goodness. That's so good.
Okay, keep that.
Somebody track down that other Tech World and give him a ticket to VidSummit.
I'm going to give him a ticket. I knew. I'm going to reach out to them. I'm going to mail him one of Daryl's book. Not my channel. Okay.
Oh my
Maybe
goodness.
you could put a link to your channel because Huh?
That's so
It's in the
good.
chat. Private chat. Let me find it. Okay.
That is so good.
How's that attitude treating you now, Mr. Tech World?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Let me paste
Oh,
and
my
go.
goodness. That's so...
This is going to be really tough for you, my friend. I'll keep it clear. I'll say, you know what? We were throwing it to... There's
A lot of shorts.
A lot of shorts. I'm going to try to go towards... let's throw it back to the chat because I don't want to make them seem like we're being unfair. Not like they just saw a really well-optimized Tech World channel, but here's another Tech World channel. Maybe you have a little bit of an idea of what a good-looking Tech World channel looks like, and let's let the Lions decide whether or not you have clear thumbnails. Well, Lions, could you give a thumbs up or thumbs down, but only on the ones that are long form. I'll try to highlight
Not
them.
shorts.
Shorts don't count because you can't really do custom thumbnails on them. Trying to be fair and move slow. Let me see if I can pull up some other ones that aren't shorts here. This is one that's not a short.
Yeah, now while we have that one open, this is a great opportunity while the thumbs up and thumbs downs are coming in. Let's go to the yellow one really quick here. Yep. This is one of those situations you can really simplify your text here. You're cramming a lot of text into your thumbnail, and it's just not necessary to do that. It looks like you might be just completely duplicating your title into your thumbnail, I believe. Yep. You can do that if you know how to balance it out and everything, but you don't have to do that. So most of the time, simplicity is going to get the click. Just something to think about moving forward.
Okay,
and then going up to the other big one there. This one, the blue one, left.
Left, this one?
Yeah,
Clear,
be careful. See how you have this really tiny text on here? That's going to be really difficult to read on a mobile device, and it kind of gets lost on some of the background. Mm-hmm. So be really intentional and choose nice, big, bold, easy-to-read fonts. Like that one, I hate it. See how simple that is? All right, so what do we have? We got thumbs up or we got thumbs down?
Let's see. I was in the other comment. Let me see. I'm seeing a lot of thumbs down, thumbs down. Nope. One thumbs up, another thumbs up from the exact same person. I got thumbs. I'm seeing thumbs down, thumbs down, thumbs down, thumbs down, thumbs down, thumbs down, thumbs up. Clear to me. Thumbs down, thumbs down. I'm seeing no thumbs down. So I'm seeing a majority of thumbs down. So unfortunately, I think that's going to be a strike.
Game over.
But listen, I think that a channel like yours could really, because there's things here I think you could learn from what Daryl has to offer. So why don't we do this? Why don't I send you out a copy of Daryl's YouTube formula book? It's really fantastic. This is a great read. This is something that you can really sink your teeth into and give you a brand new perspective on YouTube. Daryl has helped some of the biggest channels on the platform, including Mr. Beast, really find success. So you having this in your hand is like the Bible for people who are YouTube content creators. So listen, I know we kind of picked on you a little bit there.
He lost and he won.
You lost and won at the same time. So congratulations here, my friend. Make sure you reach out to Megan at danielbatal.com. She'll put the link in the chat. Hook us up, reach out to her, and we'll get you a copy of this book sent out, my friend.
Man, look at you giving stuff away to people who don't.
Hey, listen, it's like Christmas here, early Christmas. We're treating everybody, even if they're calling crap in the chat. That's all right. We got thick skin.
Now talk about a turnaround. Guys talking smack in the chat loses and still wins.
Right.
That's how we roll here.
Let's get it clear.
That's how we roll.
Talk smack. We pull up a really great channel called Tech World that's very well optimized that he has to then compete against once we see his channel afterwards and loses and he still wins. See?
Yeah.
I like to say, we're nice people here. We know now. We have thick skin. We can take a few little slap to the face.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Geraldo, you ready? We have 92 entries.
Let's do it.
96. Let's go.
So much fun here today. I'm having so much fun with this one.
Yes, yes, yes. And it just goes to show you. You never know. You never know how it's going to turn out.
Absolutely. Okay, we've got
Editando
and Minutos. I'm going to say that I might be at a handicap here for language barrier, but let's take a look. Sometimes, when it's one striking out, Editando en Minutos, 32 subscribers. Here is the channel. Let me do this. I'm going to pull up the wheel, and hopefully the wheel gives us something we can work with because I am really bad when it comes to Spanish. I'm sorry, but there we go. Let me spin this thing, and let's see what we're going to look at.
Let's go.
Come on, free
Yeah,
merch.
but it means
Make it easy.
editing in minutes. Renee Ritchie, how you doing, sir?
Hey, Renee.
Renee, you missed out on some great giveaways in here. Daryl Eves is in here giving away VidSummit passes, and wow.
Okay, clear value proposition. This one is going to be tricky. This one's going to be really tricky because understanding the value proposition when you can't really read what's going on here. Anyone? It says it's a...
Aprende a editing videos. Enroll. See, they want you to enroll. Aprende a editor sus videos. They're just, it's a whole channel about video editing.
Okay. I think it looks like I'm looking at all Adobe Premiere Pro. Even I can see that in the thumbnail.
Let me see here. Editing in minutes. Yeah, so they're basically trying to teach people how to edit quickly. Okay. And yeah, all the videos are short. Yeah, so they're like trying to make short video, not shorts necessarily, but shorter videos, trying to teach you how to edit in minutes. Right. So we're talking about the value proposition because our Spanish is not good enough to determine.
But I got to tell you what, we figured it out. I don't speak Spanish. There was a little picture-in-picture there.
That's exactly what I was going to say. We figured it out without even speaking Spanish. So because of that,
advance.
That's fantastic. I think that's wonderful. So let's, why don't we also at this point, what do we got? Have you got a count here on what we got left for books and things like that over there, Megan?
I think so. Really quick, while we're waiting for some people to type in the next thing and leave his channel up really quickly, or her channel, live streamer is the next words to type in, just like that, with no space. I just want to let them know that they should simplify their thumbnails. Yeah. You're trying to cram a lot of text in your thumbnails, and the text is really small. So I would think about simplifying the thumbnails, use larger, bold, simple, easy to read text. You have a couple thumbnails where you did that, but you're cramming a lot of stuff in there. My eyes really don't know what to look at.
Yeah, absolutely.
And be careful with things like drop shadows and glows, because sometimes that can make it difficult to read, especially when it's crammed down on a mobile device.
So, and one of this, some of these things are really obvious, and they go past the language barrier when you can see that you're cleaning up this image really well. Like, I don't even need to know what the words are to understand this is a very before and after in 1 minute, that you can quickly learn how to clean up this. I assume this is either images or video. So some of this stuff can be really apparent by a very clear, crisp thumbnail that doesn't really need, text in it at all. It just has a great image kind of portraying what's going to happen, what's being expressed in the content itself.
All right, now he or she just advanced. What did they win?
Why don't we do? What do we got left there, Megan? For it's in the chat. Can you tell me? I must have missed it.
We have
3 books.
5 virtual, 3 books,
and 1 in person.
So the one in person. Let's do this. The one in person will be the grand winner. The grand winner is going to get Streamyard merch. They're going to get an in-person ticket if they want it, and they're going to get a book.
Yeah, we'll figure that one out. Absolutely, we got to go to make sure the person who wins the in person can actually show up. So, but we will do that in the final round, in the final spin. We'll make sure that someone who can attend will win that in person pass. Right. We'll make sure that everyone's taken care of.
We'll keep why don't we do this until that person gets it right?
That's right. Why don't we do this right now? Why don't we give them the virtual pass so that they can watch the replays and sort of learn some of the things along the way? I think that'd be a great thing to do right there.
Virtual pass. Let's do it.
Virtual pass. Let's give that away. So it's going to be Etando and Minutos is going to get a virtual pass to VidSummit. So what you want to do is make sure you reach out to Megan at danielbatal.com. She'll put that in the chat. Just make sure you reach out, my friend, and we will get you hooked up.
We were just corrected.
Y'all, this is Portuguese. Some of the words looked like Spanish. That fooled her too. Portuguese.
There you go.
Okay, there you go. See, learning all the time.
How do you say that? Eu não falo português? Is that how you say I don't speak Portuguese?
Yeah.
Eu não falo português. Something like that. It's been a long time. Brazil was another lifetime ago. I don't remember.
Yeah. Let me just get them into the final.
All right, who's up next? You ready? Yeah, so somebody just talked about a grand prize. Right, so everyone who advances, every single person who won in advance, they go into another wheel. And when this is over, we're going to have all of those channels on a wheel, and we do a grand spin, and they pretty much win everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff going out today.
Yeah, man. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay.
All right, Geraldo's ready. You ready to do this?
Yep. Daniel, check the chat.
Our second life. Our second
life.
Let me pull that up. Our second life.
All right.
Now, I got to be careful. There's more than one Our Second Life, and we don't want to have the same mistake of looking at the wrong channel. So let me see if I can filter this and find the channel that actually.
Yep. There they are. Third down.
This
Boom.
one right here. Our Second
Got
Life.
it.
Cool. All right. Fantastic. Boom. Okay. Right here. What we're going to do is we're going to pull up the wheel. The wheel is going to decide in a single spin what we'll be looking at. So let's take a look and spin that wheel. Man, we are moving fast today.
Yes. Check the chat, Daniel, private chat.
Check the chat. I will do that. Featured link in the description. Featured link in the description. So let me pull up the channel, and I will be checking the private chat too. Here we go. Featured link in the
And in case you missed it before, when we're talking about a featured link in description, we're basically talking about a link with intentionality in the description. So it could be a link that links out to another video or a playlist, or if you have a product or you're trying to get people into your email list or your sales funnel, it's basically a link with intention.
100%. Okay, so link with intention. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over and let's pull up something that's fairly recent, hopefully that has a decent amount of from Elvis to Superman Memphis. Let me click on this and let me scroll down and see if we have a featured link in the description. And right at the bottom right here, next video, they do have a link featured above the fold, D.
Boom. Man, we are just...
Advance.
We're just crushing it today. Everybody's like firing on all cylinders. You know, I don't know how many. Who's new? Who's new here?
Yeah.
Who's new? If you've been on our show before, type in old. If you're new, type in new. I'm curious how many people are new versus how many are old, because we've got so many people today that when we check on the things, they're doing the things.
I know. I love it when I see.
Absolutely love it.
I love it when I see creators really taking advantage of the features that are available on YouTube to help them really stand out and get people down the idea of that view funnel. Not just watching the video they're on, but optimizing so that people understand what the channel's about, who the target audience is, get them watching and keeping them watching. So important.
I love it. Now, normally, this is where we end the show. However, this is a special show. We still have a lot to give away, so we're going to keep on trucking. So if anybody's like, it's about time to wrap up, it is not. We are not finished giving stuff away.
Yep.
We got a lot of new people here. I love it. Welcome, 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 welcome.
Megan?
Did we want to give Our Second Life another prize?
What do we have left there, Megan? Talk to me about what I have for...
You've got 4 virtual, 3 books, and the in-person.
Okay, this is what I want to do. We're going to start moving quickly here. I want to balance the equations of books and passes. So why don't we give a virtual pass to Our Second Life? Congratulations, my friends. You have won a virtual pass that will allow you to watch all the replays from VidSummit. It's so great. You're going to love it. So what we want you to do is you've not only moved into the final round, you get get a spin of the wheel there to win some great Streamyard merch. But what you want to do is reach out to Megan at danielbatal.com. She'll put my channel manager, Megan, will put the email into the chat. Reach out and we will hook you up. Okay.
I love it. Marianne,
says,
we're not leaving. We're not leaving, Marianne. What I said was we normally go for an hour and a half, but this time we're pushing on because we have a lot more stuff to give away.
Yep.
In celebration of VidSummit.
Man, such a great day we're having here. Just like stuff flying off, having Daryl here helping people understand YouTube optimization and building channels and giving all kinds of great stuff away. I love it. I love when we do this.
I love the little nuggets that he was putting at the end of things.
Oh, right?
Like those little nuggets, right? The little deeper stuff.
You know,
in
like
there.
really dialing in like how many videos he likes to put in a playlist and how to feature them. Like he gets so deep into like the thought process of how to really think like the viewer and get them down that funnel and getting them interacting with your channel and your content.
Talk about being intentional, right? Every single thing from the cards to the end screens to links in the description to how he's starting his videos. Every single aspect is very intentional with the channel.
Did you see how many gold play buttons he had on the wall behind him? I mean, the guy knows how to build channels. It's insane.
Yeah.
Let's spin this thing. What do you say?
Yeah. Marianne says it's oops.
It's just like a party.
Party at 3 a.m. Are you in the Philippines? Philippines or Indonesia, perhaps, if it's 3 a.m.
If you're in Portugal, you can help us read some of these channels.
Yeah.
Please.
Here we go.
Crafting with Indy Annie J.
We got to get StreamYard to fix this, to make it smaller.
Those longer channel names. Crafting I know what the channel's about, I think, with Indy. Indy, I liked Indy Annie. Is that like
Australia. She's in Australia.
Annie,
okay.
Is it Indiana Jones? Please tell me it's Indiana
It's Indiana Jones. Yep,
I
that's
love it.
Right
I
up
love
top.
it. Temple of Doom right there, right?
That's right.
Indiana
And
Jones.
she says, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I'm freaking out."
Don't freak
Don't
out,
freak
Annie.
out.
Indiana
Yeah,
Jones. Well, I love it. Crafting with
Indiana Jones. That's
and
really
she even
clever.
has like the font from Indiana Jones up there. I love it. Really
Yeah.
great. Okay, so let's
They've
do
got
this. Yeah, what we're going to do here, my friend, is we're going to pull up the wheel, and we are going to spin to see what we're going to take a peek at. So let's do that. Go live. Type that in the chat. Go live.
Type it in. Get it in there.
Ooh, that one bounced right back. Optimized titles. Have we talked about what optimized titles are? I think we did. I think we covered this one, didn't we? Yes.
We did.
So let's go down and let's take a look at some of the optimized titles. I'll tell you right off the bat, Annie, new intro, not very well optimized, even though that is your channel trailer for someone who's not subscribed. Make sure that even if that video sits there, that can be circulated. Make sure that video has a title in there that is optimized so people understand what this is, okay? But let me scroll to the videos tab and let's look at some of the video titles. D, I'm going to shout some of these out if you want to decide what to do here. Crafting Live with Crafty Peep. Witch Broom Tier Tray, hashtag shorts, hashtag
it's a shorts.
Halloween
Okay.
DIY. Yep, that's a short. Is that a short? That's a long one. High-end Halloween elegant DIYs, wreath tie, truncation. Let me go to something that's a little bit longer.
Vintage Halloween candy bowls, vintage and retro Halloween inspirations.
Yep. Light Academia Fall Halloween
Halloween
DIYs.
Man, yeah, okay. All right. Can I call this one?
You call it.
Okay, here's the thing. Most of these have titles that tell me what the video is about. However, not all of them, but I think you can dial these in a little bit better. You're going to
Advance.
You're going to advance because you are doing it, and I do understand what these are about. But I would love to see you try to simplify the titles even more. Use less text if possible, and simplify your thumbnails a little bit. I think you've got a great channel. I think with a little bit of tweaking, you're going to see some massive changes. Simplify things. Just think simple. Simple for the viewer.
I love it. I love it. And this is, she's got 11,500 subscribers. Congratulations on that. Did she say that she is from, did you say Australia? Did I make that up in my head?
No, that was someone else that was in Australia. That was
okay.
Marianne, I believe.
Yeah,
Excuse me if I get
fantastic.
your name wrong.
Why don't we do this? Because I like how well she's been on. She's had a channel since 2015. I don't know if she's been uploading for that long. We could find out exactly when she started by going to the uploads tab and go to the oldest. And it looks like 6 years ago is when she really started getting into this. But she's been really sticking to it, trying to do the right things. She was very excited to be here. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to send you, not only are you going into the final round, let's give her a copy of Daryl's book, which is the YouTube Formula. Fantastic book to read. And let's also give her at the same time a virtual pass to VidSummit so that no matter where you're located, you can watch the replay, read the book, get your learn on. Channel with 11,500 subscribers, working that thing for 6 years. I think she's been excited to be here. I think she deserves to walk away with things that can help her right now.
I absolutely love it. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. She says,
oh my God. So congratulations, Annie. Do me a favor. You're going to reach out to Megan at danielbatal.com. Megan will drop that link in the chat, MEGAN at danielbatal.com. You could just go to danielbatal.com and you'll see the email to contact us. And we'll make sure, reach out, we'll get you connected, we'll get you hooked up, we'll make sure all the things you've won here today we'll make sure you get them delivered to you in a timely fashion.
Yeah, and I love this right here. So speak English, but this guy says, I'm totally watching that vintage Halloween bowls video, right? So your title nailed it, right? He hooked me in. Or hooked him in and hooked me in as well. And I saw somebody talking about, two people actually, that they never see their name show up when we actually do the drawing. So your name is in there. It's just that we've got 190 people in here, and sometimes there's 60 to 100 people who enter. Your name does go in there. It's just it doesn't show them all. So as long as you're typing exactly what you see on the screen, you do go into the randomizer here, even if you don't see it. It just might blow by really fast.
It does. We move quick here.
Yeah.
Even the wheel. The wheel moves quickly. The giveaway tool moves quickly. Speaking of moving quickly, why don't we spin
Let's
that
go.
thing down?
Ready?
Yep.
Hit it. Yeah, if you type it in right, you get in there, even if you don't see it.
I love it. Stormy Sky Rail Productions. Stormy Sky Rail Productions. Let me pull this up and see what we're dealing with. Stormy.
Yep. Yeah, what happens also is I'm sharing my screen. So sometimes my screen share while I'm live streaming, while I've got all of this other stuff going on, sometimes it doesn't come through. Like on my end, it's flowing by like a deck of cards, but what actually shows up on the screen sometimes is a little bit stuttered. So I probably see more names going by over here than you guys see.
Yeah, that happens. You got to give us a little credit here. We're
slack,
holding this show together with scotch tape and spit. I mean, come on.
Yeah, as long as you're typing it in correctly, you go in there.
Yeah. And let me just get Indy Annie Jones's name into the final wheel spin because I don't want to have her miss out on the chance to win even more wonderful prizes. So make sure we got her name in the final wheel spin. I'm doing that now. Add a color. Let's
Body Hacks, great question. It says, does it help to type in more than once? No, you only have to type it in once. No, you don't have to spam it. Just type it in once, but make sure it's typed in exactly the way you see it on the screen.
Yeah, if you happen to type it in and then you realize you typed it the wrong way, then retype it the right way so that it does get you entered.
Right.
But the more typing does not give you more chances to win. It just pulls it up once. So here is Stormy Sky Rail Productions. I mean, I think I know what this channel is about right off the bat, but we're going to let the wheel decide to see what it is we're looking at here today. There's the wheel. Let's spin it. Geraldo, if you would. Free spin. Free spin. There we go. So that if he fails on this attempt, he's going to have an extra spin. We're going to put up there, chart that in the corner, and we will. He'll have a second chance if he happens to fail. So let's try this again and see what we're looking at. Two chances and sudden death.
What's it going to be? Advantage. That's the next word to type in right there.
Optimized playlist. Let's pull up his channel quickly and let's see if he is using optimized playlists to help organize his content. I'm going to scroll down.
Or hers.
I see featured channels. I see creative playlists. I see shorts. I'm not seeing anything featured on the home page.
Up top, there was one at the. Wasn't there one up top?
Popular? No, not up here. So if I go to playlist, it looks like we've got unit trains, railroad parks, tourist railroad, special paint schemes, model trains.
Man.
This is one of the things, South Shore, drone video, shorts, KCS. When we talk about optimized playlists, we're really meaning, would you name your video Metra or Soul Line or Short Line or Maintenance of Way? An optimized playlist has a title that's really compelling and speaks to the viewer. And then those playlists should have descriptions underneath them that someone would understand what that's about. And I'm not seeing any description when I click on this. I'm going to make the call on this one. I'm going to say, unfortunately, right now, I think your playlists aren't very well optimized. You have playlists, but they're just sort of bins and boxes you're putting things in.
Now, hold on. Before we close them down, can we give them an example? So he's just got drone videos or South Shore. Can you give him an example of drone videos, of what an optimized playlist might look like for drone videos?
Well, let me see if I can find a channel that has drone
Because
videos.
From what I understand, he's taking drone shots of trains.
Okay, well, just drone in general. Let me go to this channel and see if it happens to have playlists. Here we go. Let me give you an idea of an optimized playlist. I just picked up 4K nature documentary films. Enjoy 4K nature documentary movies from the latest best national state parks. So here's like something I know exactly what that is, 4K nature documentary films, and a nice description with all these things inside of it talking about it. Even this one, as simple as it is, 4K drone aerial footages, right? Amazing drone aerial footages, relaxed videos that show the beauty of our planet from a bird's eye view. I understand what that is. Very compelling titles. Let me understand what the things are. They've got descriptions, and I didn't have to look very far to find a channel that did it well. In your case, you've got drone videos, South Shore, KCS. So really try to think about how to package these things, because playlists can show up in search and they can show up on the homepage browse of YouTube as entire playlists for your target audience. So get those things optimized so that they'll have a chance of getting people down the rabbit hole, and they'll help you get your homepage much better set up than popular uploads, created playlists. Like that doesn't really compel me to watch anything. Like what Daryl said is put those things together and get them into a funnel and use a few videos that really help people understand what it is and getting them to watch one video and moving on to the next by building strong playlists.
Right. Aerial train drone shots, or aerial drone shots of trains in the country. Right. Try to be very specific. Think about if that was just shown to somebody random on YouTube, Do they know what drone shots means? Or it's very specific and it lets them know, oh, these are drone shots of trains going through the countryside or going through the city, right?
And something like here, you've got railroad parks, like railroad parks. It feels like the supermarket, like soup, vegetables, cereal. Really get these built like, you know, if these happen to be drone shots, which I don't think they all are, but it just says productions. So maybe it's just taking a look at different railroad parks. Then you should be like, you know, an insider's look at some of the greatest railroad parks in the United States, right? And then you have a really strong, compelling thing that gets them to go, ooh, that's really cool. Oh, it's in, you tell me the region where it is and where these might be, if they are in the U.S. Really help build that out to compel the viewer. Like, you know, you could do something like love trains, check out these amazing railroad parks, right? That kind of thing. Speak to the viewer, speak to the viewer.
I love it. Yeah, so here's the thing. When you're making playlists, and this applies to everyone in here, treat your playlist just as importantly as you do your video titles, right? Your playlist titles, your playlist description, think of it just like you do with your video titles, video descriptions. It's just as important. But unfortunately, my friend...
Game over.
I have a surprise for you. No, I have a surprise for you, my friend.
Go for it.
He has a free spin.
Just
when you think the game is over, Mr. D. Nimmin, he gets another spin at the wheel. Let's do it.
Stand corrected. I prematurely hit it, and I swear I've never done that before.
It happens to all guys sometimes.
I've never done it before. It's never happened, I swear. First time.
Well, here we go. You've got 2 chances with that free spin. So now let's see if you're using a pinned comment. We've explained what that is. I think we have, haven't we? Putting a comment on your own video in the comment section. You could link to something and you can pin it so it sits at the very top. So when someone's watching your video or they might want to go down the comment, you can actually have something there that's actionable, a call to action, a link to another video. Maybe you're selling a product. Maybe you want to show them a playlist, anything, but a link in the description that's intentional put there to try to get the viewer to do something. Okay.
Yes.
So let's try this with something that's slightly higher performing recently. It looks like he's got 824 axles on a double tank. This is 300. That's the one. Let's do this one right here. It's been there for a while. I'm going to scroll down, and unfortunately, I do not see. You want to give him one more shot? I'll pull up another video. Maybe that one he just missed out. Let's go to the newest one. The newest one. Because if you're going to put it anywhere, your newest one would have a pinned comment. And I do not see a pinned comment. Can
you show them really quickly what a good pinned comment would look like? Something over in your channel. You optimize these really well.
All right, so here's my channel. Let me go over to, let me find a video. I'll pull this one up. Here's like one where I'm teaching people how to sound like a pro on YouTube, like a pro YouTuber on camera. And if you scroll down, what you'll see at the very top, I've pinned a comment that says, hey, 5 mistakes that YouTubers make. Click right here. I'm using emojis to catch your eye. I've got a play button and I've got a link to another video, and it's pinned at top right here, pinned so that
How do you pin it? Show them how to pin it.
Exactly. What you want to do is any comment that you make on your own channel after you push that comment on, if you hover over in the upper right, there's a 3-dot ellipsis here. Click on that. It'll give you 3 options. You can either delete that comment, edit that comment, or pin or unpin it. So you want to choose to pin this comment, click that, it'll put it up top, and that way it'll stay up top no matter how many other comments come in. Your comment will be pinned up top with things like a link to another video, get them down that view funnel, recommend more of your own content.
That's right. And that's a great way. That's right. Unfortunately,
game over.
I'm sorry there. But hey, why don't we do this? I think we've been giving something to everybody so far. What I'm going to do for you, my friend, is I'm going to say your channel is the, make sure I got it right, Stormy Sky Rail Productions. I'm going to give you anything you want to get from the Streamyard merch catalog. They've got fantastic mugs. They have wonderful stuffed animals, the little duck. I love the mugs. They have hoodies. They have t-shirts, all kinds of really cool stuff that you can get right from that page. So do me a favor, reach out to Megan at DanielBatal.com. She'll put the link in the chat, and we're going to get you hooked up with a piece of merch of your choice, t-shirts, hoodies, cups, you name it. And the coffee mugs are fantastic. They're huge. And we'll send that off to you because no one's going away a loser today. I'm sorry. I'm not allowing it.
That's right. And this is the first time this ever happened, actually.
Nope. We're playing for keeps today.
That's right. All right, Geraldo, you ready?
Let's do it.
Let's go. Who's it going to be? I'm not a cat. Everyday party life.
Everyday part of life.
A part of life.
Okay. You better not
now we're going to pull up your channel. We're going to pull up your channel. And while he's pulling up your channel, I'm just going to say this. Be careful with names like this without putting spaces between the words. That can be really difficult for people to find. I always like to say it like this. Imagine you're on a podcast and someone says, where can the audience find you? And you say everyday part of life, but there's no spaces between the words. How well do you think that's going to translate to someone who can only hear what you're saying, right?
Not to mention just reading it, we had to stop and decipher it. And I think
I thought it said party life.
Yeah,
you
said it, you read it wrong too. So it's one of
Yeah.
those things. Listen, you wouldn't title your video and use all of the words and put no spaces in it. So why would you do it? I think this is one of those leftovers that people come from. They come from different places, like websites where there's no spaces, or they might have a tag gamer name or something they're using on Instagram that they did it with no spaces, and something in their head goes, well, I'm doing it on YouTube, I'll just put no spaces. Hey, it's English. Let's use where you have a chance to write things and it can actually be readable. Put the spaces in. I promise you, it'll be easier on the viewer to understand what it is your channel name is, which can be really important.
Love it. All right.
So here's the channel. Why don't we do this? Let's pull up the wheel and let's see what the everyday party life has in store. This is getting very thin here too. Yeah, very skinny
it is.
wheel.
Getting thin.
Losing a lot of slices here. Chat's choice, people. This is going to go to the Lions. You guys, you can choose anything you want, but here's what's left on the wheel. You can choose what's left on the wheel. You can choose something else, and we're going to go by what seems to be the majority choice of what you think we should look at. I'm going to leave the wheel. I'm not going to let you look at the channel. You guys decide. Do you want us to check out if he's using chapters, maybe featured content, maybe consistent uploads? We haven't seen that yet. A clear channel name. If you were really brutal, you could pick that one because I think we already spoke about it. Or you could give away free merch, advance them, or eliminate them. It's all your choice, you guys. You Lions, you tell us what you want to do.
We've got 2 chapters that have come in so far.
Chapters,
that's pretty good.
Chapters.
3 for chapters.
Chapters.
Channel
again.
art, consistent uploads. Let's go with chapters.
I like
4
that.
for chapters. Yep, chapters it is.
Okay, perfect. So let's do that. We're going to click over here. Let's take a look at. Let's see if we can find. Dee,
what makes sense.
Which video do you think? Now, wait a minute. We might get in trouble here. It's everyday part of life. It should be. And now the channel art says explore life and photography, but I'm seeing like relax. What flowers to choose 2 weeks ago?
All right, I'm going to change it. Consistent uploads.
Consistent uploads. Okay, because
Yeah,
some of
there we
these
go.
we know really fall very well into a chaptering kind of content. So we're going to go consistent uploads, and this is what we're looking at. 16 hours ago, this is an upcoming live stream, or premiere, sorry. 2 days ago, 4 days ago, 9 days ago, 9 days ago, 10 days ago, 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. There's a lot. I'm seeing content every single week, D.
Yeah. You know what that looks like to me?
Advance.
That looks like an advance to me.
I love it. I love it. And let's do this. What do we have left, Megan, for books and for the virtual VidSummit passes?
We have 2 virtual, 2 books, and then the 1 in person.
Okay, let's do this. What I'm going to give you is I'm going to give you the book, Daryl's fantastic book right here, which is the YouTube formula. I think that's a fantastic book to have. And because I think that you've actually been working pretty hard on this channel, you have over 2,000 subscribers. I'm also going to give you a virtual pass to go with it.
Oh my
2 VidSummit. You're going to get the combination because I think if you're going to get your learn on, you need the virtual pass and the handbook to read along the way. You are going to have all the tools you need to really think about taking this channel and re-optimizing it and building content in a way that you're looking at 2,200 subscribers now, which is fantastic. Wait till you see the things you learn and you apply them to your channel and the things we talk about here. You're going to blow this channel up, Mike. I think this is a really good opportunity for you. So congratulations. Please reach out to Megan at danielbatal.com. She will put that email in the chat, and we'll make sure you get hooked up with those with the book and the virtual passes. Now, Dee, we have 1 virtual pass left, 1 book left, and 1 in-person ticket to VidSummit. How would you like to proceed?
Here's what I think we should do. We should have this spin here. So I think the grand winner should get the ticket and should get a book and a StreamYard merch. That's the grand winner.
Okay.
That's
But if they can attend, it has to be someone who can attend.
Okay. So here's what we're going to have to do. So let's do this one.
I got an idea. All right.
What do you got?
Let's do 2 grand prizes. Okay.
Okay.
It's going to be. I'm going to do, and I'll make sure we'll do this. We'll do an in-person ticket and your choice of StreamYard merch that we will send out to you. Okay.
Okay.
And then there's another grand prize winner that will be the Dara Leaves book, a VidSummit virtual pass, and a merch of choice from the StreamYard catalog. So we can do two. Someone who can attend and someone who can't attend will both be grand prize winners. What do you think of that?
I love that. And we'll be very specific about what we type in. So this one, let's run this one here.
Okay.
And then we'll go on to those. All right.
Okay. Sounds good. Let's roll it.
Okay. You ready?
Body hacks. As a comment, one of the comments you pulled up, I think he'd asked about how many times he needs to put it in there. Apparently just once, because you got it, my friend.
Yeah, so triathlon with Coach John says let the winner choose. Yeah, that's why we're doing it, because we have to be specific about, because if we run it and the winner wins and then they can't go, then we're going to have to spin it again to give the actual live ticket away. So we're going to have people type in, actually no, because we might have to rethink this, Daniel. Hold on.
Why's that?
Because the winners, the spinny wheel decides.
I know. Well, what we can do...
who...
So what we will do is this, D. We'll do one.
Or we could do
we'll
it different.
do one
We make
spin.
the rules.
We'll do
We make
one.
the rules.
We'll do one wheel spin from everybody who's been in here for the virtual pass and the prizes that go with that, virtual pass and the book and StreamYard merch, and then we will have them type into the chat, "I can attend," or something to that effect, and we'll do that so that everybody here has a shot at the grand prize winner. People who have moved on have a shot at the grand prize, and people who can attend.
I got it.
For people who can attend, we'll do the other grand prize. Make sense?
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is
awesome. Thinking on our feet right here. Let me get everyday part of life into the winner's wheel. So at the very end, we have that there. But I'm pulling up body hacks right now. Man, this is a lot to think about today. We're not built for this.
But the first one that we pull up, though, is going to be in person, correct?
The first one we pull up from the wheel will...
Virtual.
Well, we can do it either way. You tell me. We can spin the wheel, and then we can do a final one for anybody who can attend. You tell me which way it goes, and that's what we'll do. I'm looking up body hacks. I'm trying to find... Let me filter by channel. Body hacks channel. I'm just seeing if I can find it. Here it is. Very brand new channel, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like 5 subscribers. Only joined in July. Very new channel. Love it. Okay, so here is the channel. This is going to be tricky now because this channel only has... Well, he's got quite a bit. He's got, maybe 30 videos on there. Cool. All right. I love new channels. We love having new channels here. We love people who are just getting onto the platform and starting to create. Welcome to YouTube. Welcome to our show. Welcome to the StreamYard channel.
Yes.
So let me do this. Let me pull up the wheel, and we will spin to see what it is we're looking at in the sudden death round. And it's a very thin wheel, my friend. Very thin wheel.
Yeah.
That's a body hack right there. How to get thin.
That's right. How to get thin. In 5 minutes. 5-minute workouts.
Featured content. This is a really obvious one here. For anyone who has a channel, you can put featured content on the homepage of your channel for the disposition of the viewer. You can put up one, sometimes they call it a channel trailer, but basically a featured piece of content for someone who is not subscribed to your channel and another piece of content for someone who is a returning subscriber. So that would appear right at the top, very big, very bright, unmissable. And I'm here on the homepage and I am not seeing anything that says featured content. So you're really missing out here, my friend.
But they're brand new. Do we give them some slack on that one?
Let me try this. Let me subscribe to the channel and let me reload and see if anything shows up for the returning subscriber.
Show them real quick how to do that. Show them how to set that up.
So what you want to do, if you're on your own channel, right? If you go to your own channel, what you want to do is when you're on your channel, what you want to do is go up here. You see where it says customize channel, that big blue bar. Click on that and you will see the very first options from the channel customization tab. That's what it brings us to inside of YT Studio. It says video spotlight and you have the option to either add a video for people who haven't subscribed or another video for people who are returning subscribers. Think about the strategy about that.
Did they change the name? Did they used to call that the trailer?
No, it still says trailer. Channel
trailer. There it is. Okay.
But I don't think I think that gives the wrong impression that people have to make a trailer. It's really just a video for people who haven't subscribed. That could be a trailer. That could be a really strong performing piece of content that has high conversion metrics that when people watch it, your data shows you that a lot of them have chosen to subscribe. So maybe feature that. And then here for returning subscribers, be intentional. Think about, well, why would someone who's subscribed to my channel come back to the homepage? maybe to see your latest piece of content. So put that there. When you publish a new video, change that video to that. And it's real simple. If you hover in the upper right, you get the ellipsis, and it gives you the option here to change the video, remove the video, add a video of your choice. So think about using that, my friend. I think it can be really helpful, Body Hacks. I know you're new, but you've got enough videos here, and very cool thumbnails, by the way.
Yeah.
These are great thumbnails. These are really
And I was
great
happy to
thumbnails.
model, when I was modeling.
You've
for
never
that
looked
was,
better, man.
Yeah.
You were ripped back then.
I was
Back when you had
ripped.
hair, and then you lost your hair, and your skin got darker, and you started wearing a hat. I remember those days.
Yeah, man.
You're fantastic.
Those were the days.
There it is.
Game over.
But listen, my friend Body Hacks, as I said today, no one is walking away a loser today. So what I want you to do is I want you to reach out to Megan at danielbatal.com, send along your information. I'm going to let you choose anything you want from the
He
Streamyard
says
catalog.
refresh, he says.
Oh, is it there?
He's on it.
And is this someone, he's like, listen, I heard what you said, and there it is, my friend. Ding, ding, ding. I love it. I love it. Fantastic that you jumped on that. See? Channel's
Okay, so-
improving by the day. So listen,
So is
what
that
I
in
want...
it?
No, it's not in advance. Yeah,
Okay.
We pulled it up when your channel was there. You did it as we talked about it. That's totally cool that you did it, but you didn't have it ahead of time. So we're really looking for, think about all the other things we've talked about today, my friend. Try to add all those things and think about playlists. Think about using links in the description, putting pinned comments, using end screens, cards. All these things can really help funnel the viewer. But like I said, you're not going to walk away. No one's walking away a loser. So do me a favor, reach out to Megan at danielbatal.com. We're going to let you choose any item that you want from the StreamYard catalog. If you want they have really great soft hoodies. They have t-shirts. They have mugs. The mugs are fantastic. I'm telling you. Anything you want, your choice. We'll get it. One item that you want to pick, and we'll send that out to you. So,
Daniel, here's a question from Scratching to Retire. On feature content, the video starts playing immediately. Do you still get the view and watch time from YouTube if they don't click at that point?
It does include, because it's an autoplay feature, it does include. I don't know if I have to ask Todd. I can't remember if they still include that as a click.
I think if they watch up to 30 seconds, isn't it?
I think, but if they watch, if it's an autoplay used to be after a certain amount of time, but on an autoplay here on your channel, you do get the watch time from people coming to your channel. Anytime they're watching a video, you're getting that watch time from it. It used to be limited on the autoplays when they were found in browse and search. Now it's pretty much, they even call it a click. I don't know if, I'd have to check and see if I'll have to ask Todd if that's considered a click because it's an autoplay. My recollection is it used to not be, but you do get the watch time because it auto plays for it. And sometimes people freak out and go, well, what if they don't watch the whole thing? Trust me, any form of engagement, people coming to your channel, people hanging for a second and watching a bit of the video that you have featured there, all of these things helps YouTube understand who your target audience based on viewer behavior.
Yeah, and YouTube is also seeing all of this. Like they know where the views are coming from. They know where it's placed. YouTube's a lot smarter.
Yeah, I think sometimes people try to take it out of context and go, well, that's going to hurt because I know average view duration is so important. But if you try to press your nose against one metric, you're not giving YouTube enough credit. They understand that they have given you a featured content option. And then if you put something there that people might watch, 30 seconds and start scrolling and looking at the rest of your channel. So you don't get held back from that. What they give you points for is, hey, you got them to come to your channel. Hey, you had a featured piece of content that they might have hung on for 30, 40 seconds. Maybe even watch the whole video. Maybe they then started scrolling around and clicking on tabs. I say this all the time. I work with a lot of channels. I've worked with thousands of channels doing channel consultations and coaching them. I've been very fortunate in my group where again this week we had Glam Girl Gabby hit 100,000 subscribers. We have people hitting 10K every day of the week inside of my group. But when I work with these channels, one of the things we always talk about is the channel coaching. And I do channel coaching and I'll just go in. I won't even really watch videos. I'll just talk to them about their channels. I'll poke around, look at them like this, like we're doing here. When I log out and I come back at the end of the day, guess what YouTube starts recommending to me? These channels that I've been working with, just because I was in poking around. So all of those things are important. The people, the viewer behavior, if they're looking, if they seem interested, if they're clicking tabs, if maybe they're liking something, if they're doing things along the way on top of just watching a video, all of it matters. Viewer behavior.
There you go. Okay, so now we're going to do a spin of the people who won.
Yes.
And they're going to get a virtual pass. They're going to get a book, and they're going to get StreamYard merch. Then we're going to do a general audience spin, and everyone can get a chance to get a virtual or a real ticket. Correct?
I'm gonna change this up. Are you ready? You ready? Because I like to change things up.
He's going to change it up.
I'm going to
He's
change it up.
changing it.
From
Changing
the wheel spin, the person who wins has the choice of in person or virtual. And whatever is left will then go to the chat second. Okay. So the person who wins the wheel spin, because we really want to make sure that we reward the people who actually have done well. But if they can't attend, like a lot of people, if you can't, you'd still have to. If you don't live in LA, you'd have to fly to LA, get a hotel. The ticket's $1,000. It's a great ticket. But if you can't attend, then please just take the virtual one, and we'll use the ticket for someone who might live in the area or who can fly out and can attend. Does that seem fair? I just mess with things. Megan, does that seem like I'm making sense?
You complicate things, but yes.
I just heard yes. That's all I heard. She talks a lot. I heard the word yes. So let's do that. Let's pull up. Do I have everybody in the winner's circle? Man, I hope I did this well. Let me share that on screen.
Yeah, my head's spinning on. I don't know.
I don't know. It's like just when
I got everybody over here looking at me, pointing around like they don't know what's going on. They're scratching their head.
Who do you have? Who do you have in your apartment or in your townhouse right now in the studio? Okay, listen. Here's the wheel. This is how we're doing it. All of
me,
them.
Joe Walsh, and a couple of us.
Angel, devil.
Yeah.
So this is what we're going to do. We're going to spin this, and then we're going to go and ask that person if they can attend. We will hand them this will be for the in-person VidSummit ticket, and then a book from Daryl's YouTube book, YouTube formula, and a piece of Streamyard merch. That's the first thing we're giving away. But if they can't attend, we will change that to a virtual replay pass. We can watch all of this stuff at your leisure, which is a really great ticket as well. Okay?
Okay.
Let's do it.
I'm
Rule
nervous.
breaker. Just making it up as I go, flying by the seat of my pants.
Yeah, that's right.
The great channel Discover, you have won. If you are here in the chat, we hope you're here in the chat. If you're not, then we're going to default to the virtual pass. But are they in chat?
They already have a virtual pass.
Oh, they already have a virtual pass. Can they attend? Ask them. So they already have a virtual pass because we've been so fantastic about that. Can you attend?
Hey, Daniel.
Yeah.
Carry this for just a second.
I sure will. I love carrying things. Look at me. I'm built for, I got the shoulders for it. So let's go into the chat and let's see. Discover, can you tell us in the chat, do you have the ability to attend? If not, what we'll do is we'll make sure that we'll hook you up in another way. We'll make sure we give you extra hooked up. If you already got that pass, then that's great. Can't attend, right? Or
Not in the chat.
Not in the chat anymore. Well, you know what that means, my friends. If you're not in the chat, then I think we're going to have to move on to, I guess, another spin. Because if we don't have, so that person is not here anymore. But they did say they already won something, or you have them on the list saying that they won already. So what did we give them so far, Megan? Oh, I can't hear you. Hold on. What do you tell us? What do they have? What did they win?
They have the virtual and a book.
Virtual book. So let's do this, Megan. For our friend at Discover, we're going to give them we also add on StreamYard merch of their choice, and let's have them pick from the catalog. So when they do reach out, tell them that they won in the final spin. So they have the virtual pass, they have the book, and they can pick any of the StreamYard merch of their choice, and then we'll hook them up with all three. So you get right across the boards. But that means that we still have a virtual pass, another book, we have a in-person ticket, another book, and we have more StreamYard merch to give away. So, only one book? Okay. Okay, only one book. All right, we'll put the book with the virtual pass. That's how we'll do it. Book, virtual pass, gear, and then live ticket to the in-person event, and then StreamYard merch to go with it. Boy, this is complicated. Where'd D go? Is he fusing the bathroom? I don't have controls. I can't pull wheels up and stuff. Well, here he is. Okay, he's back.
Thank you.
Okay, so this is what we did. That person is not here. They had already won a VidSummit pass. So what we're going to do is we're just going to add merch, StreamYard merch, so that they have a pass, they have a book, and they have StreamYard merch. And what we're going to do is we're going to spin. We get a lot of winners today. That means we effectively still have the exact same prizes available. So this time, why don't we spin and let's see what happens. Let's just spin again. This is what we're doing.
Let's do it.
Totally flying by the seat of our pants.
I love it. Our game show, we can make up the rules as we want to go.
We make them, we break them.
We make them, we break them. You got it.
All right, the Atlanta Flippers. Megan, could you please tell me what we have given to the Atlanta Flippers so far?
They also have a book and a virtual ticket.
Wow, I think we may have, because we gave away so much stuff along the way. Can you please add to them that they can get...
They are in the chat still.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
they're in the chat. Yeah.
this is what we will do. Atlanta Flippers, would you like to also receive a ticket? This is Atlanta. They're in Atlanta. Can you attend VidSummit in 17 days in LA? That's a yes or a no. There's no tickets that can be handed to someone else. It's either you can attend or you can't.
Right.
We're not playing any gifting or anything like that. So just a quick, if you can go, let us know.
Say they can. I can go. It's one ticket.
Says I can go through a singular ticket.
Yeah, it's one ticket. And you still got to get a
Yes,
hotel.
I'm seeing a huge yes. So this is what we're going to do. You have won, my friend. You have won the in-person ticket. You're going to have the virtual pass replays. You're going to have Daryl's book. And you're going to have any StreamYard merch we're adding into this. Any piece of StreamYard merch from the StreamYard catalog. You just need to reach out to Megan at danielbatal.com, my channel manager, and she will hook you up. That is a huge prize right there. That's a huge prize, right? We did it right there.
Congratulations.
That was all kinds of spinning. So, Dee, let's do this. Why don't let's get rid of this wheel for a minute. And congratulations to everybody who's won so far. We now have, I believe, Megan, we have a virtual pass. Let me have Megan speak to us. A virtual pass, we have a book, and we have StreamYard merch.
That is correct.
Okay, this is what we're going to do. Okay. Anybody can win right now. Anybody in the chat. Give them
going back to the chat.
Why don't we that you're gonna flip that ticket? Atlanta Flippers.
You can't flip it. You
can't flip it.
You can't
do
sell
it. You can't attend.
Don't even try.
Got it. Yeah, I can't do it. They're going. I think I can. So this is what we're gonna do. What we're gonna do is there is a VidSummit virtual pass, which is all the replays. You get to hear all the great knowledge from everybody, including Dee and myself, but Mr. Beast and Sean Doris and Daryl Leaves and Nick Nimmin, and Roberto Blake is there. There's so many great people speaking. There's also Daryl's book that we talked about, which is the YouTube formula, and there is any merch of your choice from the StreamYard catalog. Anybody in the chat right now can win. Dee, pick a word that you would like them to type in, and we'll have them type it into the chat. Virtual VidSummit. Okay, type it just as you see it. Virtual VidSummit, just like that. No spaces. Virtual VidSummit. And anybody can win, okay? Now, we could have a situation where someone may have already won a virtual pass. Who knows what's going to happen here? This is all crazy times today. The world's lost its mind. It's cats and dogs living together. Total chaos. But we're going to spin. We're going to write that into the chat. Drop virtual VidSummit, and you're going to win the gambit of prizes right now. And because it's a virtual pass, you don't have to attend. You can watch us at your leisure, no matter what part of the world you live in. We'll make sure that you get hooked up. I love it. I love it. We're going to give them a minute here. We're going to let you all have a chance of getting this in. I can see Robin buys and DIYs. Please. Yeah, there we go. Get it written in there, giving everyone a chance. We're not going to rush this. We're going to make sure that everyone has a chance to type it. Sometimes there's a little bit of a delay. What you want to do is type virtual VidSummit, and anyone in the world can win this. You don't have to attend anything. It's going to be all sent to you. You're going to get access to the replays. You're going to get StreamYard merch. You're going to get Daryl's book. This is going to be crazy. All right. Now we got to stop at some point here. So let me let's give it another couple of seconds. We're over 100. Has everybody got it in? Everybody typing? Sometimes you're on a mobile device or you're in a car and you had to pull over. We're gonna let it go. We're gonna let it roll. Gonna let it roll.
There's 169 people in here and 102 entries. So
we've given away so many prizes. So a lot of people going, I'm not going to put my name in. I already won all that stuff. Like literally half the crowd's like, I already have something. Really cool. Love it. I love today. Man, it was so exciting to have Daryl here and actually talking to us and giving advice to people, like doing in-person channel reviews and talking about their channels as we pulled them up. And then giving away such outrageous gifts as he's giving, making today's show just stellar. You got it. We got up to 113. 113. We're watching the numbers. Has everybody got it in? Everybody got it in? I think let's do it. Okay. We're going to do it in 3, 2, 1. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Very exciting stuff.
That's it. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck. Love it.
Here we go. Who's it going to be?
1 hour game reviews. 1 hour game reviews. Congratulations. Our final winner today, that is you. Make sure you reach out to Megan at danielbatal.com and she will put that into the chat so you can read it. She's put it in a few times. We'll make sure it's there. Reach out to her. She's a channel manager, and we're going to get you hooked up with a virtual VidSummit pass, a copy of Daryl's YouTube formula book, which is fantastic, and any bit of the StreamYard merch that you might find necessary. Cups, the Puddles, that's his name, Puddles. you know, it's all the stuff. But you got hoodies, shirts, you pick. Look at that. Congratulations. Congratulations. D, I'm kind of exhausted. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. So man, what a day. What a show. What an amazing turnout. You guys in the chat absolutely crushed it today. We got tons of thumbs up, tons of engagement. You guys were on board. Everybody's channels were just crushing it today. I'm exhausted.
How are we ever going to follow this up again?
I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna have
when we're at VidSummit, we got to get Mr. Beast to come on because he's good at giving away stuff too.
Oh man, that'd be great.
We got a lock in the closet.
That would be great. Yeah.
All right. Listen.
All right. So go for it. Yeah.
I'm just saying, again, thank you to everybody. We sure hope you enjoyed what's going on. We're here the second Saturday of every single month at noon EST PM here on the Streamyard channel. We are going to be live streaming from the VidSummit event. So the next time you see us might actually be at the VidSummit event we're talking about with the Streamyard team. If you're interested in trying Streamyard and making live streams like we're making here today, there's a link down below that you can click where you can start using all of the Streamyard online stuff that we're using right now today and check it out and start making your own live streams seem really cool and fun and engaging.
I love it. Yeah. So I want to thank Daryl for coming on and being so gracious with the tickets and the books and the virtual passes. Of course, thanks to StreamYard for letting us commandeer their channel for a little bit. Thanks to everybody who showed up today in force. And of course, thank you, Megan and Mr. Batal. We are here the second Saturday of every month, but we're going to see you earlier than that. We're going to see you at VidSummit, like Daniel was talking about. Who knows? Who knows who we're going to be able to get to come on with us? It might be Daryl. Maybe it's going to be Mr. Beast. Maybe Peter McKinnon. Who knows? Who knows?
You never know.
I don't know. All right. I'll see everybody. And Daniel, VidSummit.
Peace.
Peace.